Yo, what's up? It's your boy Blizzard here once again with another beautiful day for some beautiful gaming. And it's no other than Valorant once again. But as you know, we definitely don't expect me to be here alone. We got your boy Skull Knight in the house. What's up, Skull Knight?
Yo, thank you for always having me, man. It's always a pleasure. And today is gonna be the day to the finals. Of course, it's gonna be super hype. And we always know we're always here gonna be pretty much gonna we're gonna be here pretty much.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun, like a lot of fun here. But then again, this fun is not just for us here. We're here to share it as well with no other than your boy Red Hawk. What's up, man? Welcome back to the stream, my dude.
What's up? Thank you for having me too. It's always great to be here. Glad to class with you guys again. It's gonna be fun.
Most definitely. Alright, we're live on cams. What's up, boys? You can see us once again. It's exact same setup as always. You got Blizzard to your left, Skull Knight in the middle, and Red Hawk all the way to the right. They're just chilling with us here tonight. Hey, that's a rhyme. That counts. Alright, hey. Cool. I'll take it up bars every day, but today we're not going to talk about rapping. We'll talk about some shooting and some actual playing in some Valorant gameplay. Well, you already know which two teams are here today, don't you? I'm pretty sure you follow all of it.
Yeah, pretty sure. We already know. I think all the fan base are pretty much also knew. The viewers also know, and it's gonna be two hype teams. Overall, they pretty much gained so much popularity over the stream, and everyone loved them.
Yeah, I must agree with that as well. Well, here we got some gameplay from the last time. So you guys have seen these guys play before, and you guys know exactly what both Copium and CBT are capable in this, and it's amazing, honestly.
Oh yeah. You go ahead, Skull.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, yeah, without a doubt, for sure, that these teams are pretty much top on top at notch right now. They've pretty much shown each other that they're at the highest for the time being for this tournament. They have shown us over and over again. And it's such an entertaining to see how both teams has pretty much qualified to come to the top right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, these are the top two teams, almost undefeated. I mean, quite literally, the only loss between these two teams in the bracket stage and the playoff stage was to each other. Literally, only Copium has defeated CBT. That's it. And Copium is undefeated so far.
Yeah, I hope that maybe CBT like comes up with maybe something else, and maybe comes to surprise us in some way, of some form. Because I still have hope with them. I love how they play. They have fantastic mechanics for sure, but we also know that they don't have the strategy. And I hope maybe during this week, maybe that it potentially during this
2 weeks actually.
Right? Yeah,
2 weeks actually. Yeah, indeed.
It's been quite a while. So during those 2 weeks, it has a lot of time to learn and maybe strategize. And yeah, I hope that potential does show up during the stream.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, speaking of strategy, it was definitely apparent that Copium came in better prepared in all the maps that they played. They definitely had the better strategies, and they were getting the outreads at times over against CBT. Especially with, I believe Ginny is the one calling for them, right?
Indeed, Ginny is indeed their captain in this one.
Yeah, that could be the case for sure. So, but we also know that they always have. It always surprises us with how the Viper sometimes played. Since Ginny always shows us the way he plays and how he's able to penetrate into certain situations where the weaknesses compiles for CBT.
Yeah, I mean, Ginny definitely loves penetrating their backline. He's always on the lurk of some kind, always getting in behind them, and absolutely destroying them from behind. But I mean, we know that he's the IGL. He can frag out. We've seen him play. We've also seen him play not from behind, but in front. He's the Phoenix sometimes. He is the duelist. We saw him play it on Haven against other teams, and he is just as cracked. He's definitely one to watch, because if he can flex this well, I think he'll be the X factor to Copium winning rounds and winning the game.
Yeah, I think I love to see every individual pretty much shine in their aspect of what they're capable of, and just combining all of that, it's just been able to show us how they're able to pretty much show them how their teamwork is able to come this far.
Indeed, we've seen both these teams play again. As I said, again, we've seen both these teams play. Kobe said yourself, Copium has been undefeated so far, so they have a lot on the table right now. They have a lot to show off here in order to be able to be the team that is completely undefeated into this tournament, or if CBT has something to say about that. And that's really what we're gonna find out today. It's gonna be Copium versus CBT, and it's gonna be an amazing night as well.
Yeah, I will have one thing to say. I think since we already know that Copium is pretty much undefeated so far, and it's gonna be a lot of pressure since they have already shown a lot of strategies to CPT, and I think CPT have to take advantage of that during those 2 weeks since it's a crushing it's a crushing feeling since you didn't be able to. They know that they're able to compete, and this is their last chance. This is their last chance to show them that they're able to maybe come up with something, and I hope that will be the possibility.
Indeed. So, since you went there, we're gonna continue on that line as well. We're gonna continue as we did all the other matches before. We're gonna have our little predictions of what we're gonna happen here today. Listening to what you're saying here, Skull, I'm thinking that you're kind of going a bit more towards CBT itself.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
You see, like, you can learn so much from loss. You can learn so much for loss. Every loss is an opportunity for change. And I feel like that's gonna be we'll have to see if that's gonna be shown. That's a possibility.
Yeah,
and
indeed.
Copium haven't been able to not saying that they haven't learned, but they haven't been able to be fair such a loss. So I think that could also create some ego in some sense.
Yeah, I understand. All right, Red Hawk. Well, what's your take on this? Well, where are you leading to? Is Copium or are you going to CBT? Let us know.
I mean, I gotta say, this has been a bit of a rivalry, right? And so far, Copium is 2-0 against CBT, but that 2-0 has been close every single time, right? On Ascent, their first match against each other, they went to overtime, 15-13. And on their second match, it was a 2-0, right? But those matches were extremely close. You had a 13-9, I believe, on Icebox for Copium, and then you had a 13-10 on Pearl. And mind you, that 13-10 doesn't happen if Drake doesn't get that 1v4. That 1v4 from last time was incredibly impactful. That turned the tides, won them the next round essentially because they had the money to buy it. They wouldn't have had any otherwise, and that basically won them the game. So I would, if he doesn't win that crazy 1v4, I think that's a CBT round all day. So I am leaning a little bit more towards CBT now that they know that they've seen that they made mistakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they know the mistakes that they made and they can fix them, then they should be able to take this against Copium.
Yeah, and I totally agree with what both of you are saying. As in, Skull Knight mentioned earlier, and you did just now as well, that CBT has had the ability to lose a match in order to be able to retaliate, to in order to do their homework, come back stronger the next time. They also had the time in order to rewatch the streams, watch how Copium plays, and they're able to find and pick those errors and then just fixing them in order to bring themselves a much better game today. And I do want to believe that the CBT wants to win this tournament, as they had a good tournament so far until every single time they met Copium, basically. So I want to believe that they are very willing and they are very dedicated into getting this win today. So we might possibly see either a double sweep, or it might just be Copium taking it home. I mean, that's the only options really, honestly. So that's what it is. But I'm expecting a lot from CBT this game. So I'm also not sadly, but I'm also kind of leaning more towards CBT, as they have kind of the quote-unquote underdog ability in this one, to put it like that.
Yeah, and all they need to do is just keep their mental cool. It's all about, like I said, you gotta keep it up your head. Your head need to be straight. You need to know how to execute certain things, and I hope that CBT will be able to accomplish that, and I very much hope so. And we know from Copium's side that they know how to keep their cool, and a fantastic clutch by Drake. I love the man. Honestly, always been showing us miracle gonna be happening, and yeah, like I said, it's all in God's plan.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we're gonna start with the character selection very much soon here, and then we'll be able to see some more gameplay. The map will be fractured, which is the second time we're seeing this map in this tournament. And both these teams will now choose their characters, and then we'll find out more about their composition, and then we possibly give you guys the opportunity to either think about what you just said and possibly even change your mind on who you want to pick for this win.
Yeah, very excited to do so, and we'll see how they'll be able to play.
I mean, I'm expecting something more explosive here probably from the CBT side, because we know how they like to take their aggression, right? We saw it all defensive side long on Icebox, on Pearl, on Ascent. Every time they wanted something, they would take space for it. And yeah, we have a double initiator comp, so they're going to be double initiator comp with a jet, mind you. So that's a lot of flashes, breach and KO. They'll be setting up IMEZ to get in.
Yeah, and honestly, Fracture shows really good potential for Breach. Like Breach has been able to adapt like certain situations that since we already know the rotation is very quickly, and we know that the for the site is also very small as well because the rotation is so fast, and we already know that the map like it's just all about rotating, and we're able to figure it out who. So it could be also potential for baits since two initiators have so much impactfulness, and then yeah, that could be a that could be also a CBT's plan.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the agent composition as well, on CVT side, you're not gonna have you'll have Lin playing the Sage. You won't have a hard Sentinel or an anti-flank Sentinel, right? And that might be really important here because Fracture is a map where you have what 4 choke points onto site, and you could be flanked pretty much anywhere. If you don't have the info, you're gonna be rotating around constantly, and I think that's gonna play a big factor into it, especially because if CVT are um, if CBT excuse me, if Copium are able to play the mind games that they did against CBT last time, they might be able to catch CBT off guard and force them to rotate the sites where they're not comfortable, or get them to shift over where to another area of the map where they thought that it was attacking from.
Yeah, but I also love that both teams are pretty much playing on pretty much two initiators, and we know one of the initiators are pretty much gonna play on info, and so that's gonna eliminate one route or maybe multiple routes. That's a possibility where you'll be able to figure out.
Exactly, and I mean, I think this is going to be interesting as well because you see CBT Copium has a oh no, Ginny's thrown his smoke on top of the site, and he can't get it back. There's no way to get that smoke back anymore.
That is gonna cost him a bit of money. Yeah, it is gonna cost him a little bit of money. That's a bit of mistakes early, maybe rusty, maybe nervous. Yeah, but it's still gonna have to go on.
I mean, yeah, Rusty. They better shake off the rust right now because we're diving right into things. I mean, we've just had traded concussions going off, and it'll be Ginny playing on site here all alone. Won't have any backup. It's only Drake nearby, and excuse me, Eclipse. He's renamed himself. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're about to swap Ginny right now. Oh, able to get one, but that's all he gets. And I am easy with a double kill. Takes out Trooper backup as well.
I just find it hard to see that like Kenny was able to move. I think maybe could have maybe protected him some way like that, but I just didn't make it in time.
I mean, look at this. Both players are right.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Oh, Eclipse!
But he can't finish Lin in time, and he gets it right in the face of Lin. Nice clutch from Eclipse.
Man, Eclipse was pretty brave there, man. Just using his Q right there, it was pretty brave.
That was close. I mean, there is even like a little buffer where you can't stun someone right in front of you. It's like a 5-meter stun, so very risky, but it plays off for him. And I like the util coming out from him instantly. It seems to be getting value for them.
Indeed.
Oh, and keep in mind as well, Eclipse is Drake's last one. We're playing with the same players here, right? Just to inform everyone. And
Yeah.
Eclipse with that 1v4 last game went nuts. He was second frag on Pearl, and I mean he's starting off the same way here. He just got another clutch 1v2. Oh, he's looking like an 8-inch and doesn't look like any of Pokemon in the right position. It's only and Eclipse does get here early, but I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to hold this against a 5-man rush. Oh, but Eclipse is getting aggro.
So he's gonna make it big. But he doesn't go.
No, I am at the same time, and it flashed him.
Buried. Blinded.
But Shroom and Bob evening things out now to a 3v3.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god, I am easy does make it
Spike planted.
winnable for Lin. It's a 1v2 now, but yeah, it's the gun diff. Ginny will take it, and that should not have been as close as it was, but that flash might have. That flash was a very unlucky play that almost cost them the round.
Yeah, surprise, definitely for sure from CBT. They still showing off a little bit, but I think they should have maybe made it like a default, go for picks, and yeah, look at that.
I think the key to this is that you gotta remember when you're playing anti-ecos, most times you're gonna see people who are just falling off. You're gonna see a death ball of just classics running at you. So you want to be in a position. It's not advisable to go aggro by yourself because you just end up giving up a gun, maybe getting 2 or 3, and giving up a gun anyway. But I mean, I think Copium should be aware of that, and I think it's most likely just pre-round jitters. We saw how they played their anti-ecos last time, where they would play 2-mans and group up with each other. So I expect that things should change. They should feel better, more comfortable as the game goes on.
Yeah, but I gotta say though, we know that they're not very strong in their pistol rounds, and giving another round away because they're forced to do so, it's just not having chances.
Nice little wall to allow them to push up, and the aggro comes in from Dish as well. But I like this. CBT, I mean, they've lost their 3 entries, but now they have
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
Spike down B.
what is that? Oh my god, and they know where the spike is as well. And this is all on JJ, and he's got full util, but no armor, and I don't know if this is winnable for him.
Wow, Bob with the one tap, man.
Bigger picture.
Bob puts one right between his eyes.
Yeah, it's not looking good for CBT. They're unable to find a single round to able to win. And yeah, like I said, this round really was a pretty important round for CBT since we know that they're the weak point. And it seems like they haven't been able to fix that at all. Because we already know that second round as well, if they're unable to win, it's going to be pretty much favorable for Copium. And I thought they're hoping for pretty much the third round, the previous round, if they're able to go well at some point. But yeah, I think Copium probably would
Get out of my way!
Oh, I like this. This looks like an all-in A hit here. They'll just be pushing up alone on the. They'll just be pushing up on the A side. So, I mean, it looks like Copium have read this though. They've got 3 people stacked here already, and they've even got sacks floating over. So this should be a Copium round. They're already ready, but shitty. Out though onto JJ. But, I mean, Easy's got the side, and Eclipse should be able to do anything here. All right, I mean, nice shot over the smoke. Eclipse spams him down though through the top side. Good call out from Bob. And it's a 3v3 now. The bomb hasn't gone down yet. Lin is very scared, unable to plan. Good volley. Nate's son should slow them down, and Lin planting, but
Oh, Lin just hesitating to plant, man. He's not even scared.
exactly. I mean, look at all this pressure that Copium are putting on them, though. They've got so much. They're even waiting for Eclipse to get his stun back, but he gets taken down before that can happen. And oh, this should be difficult now,
Last player standing.
especially with Sax going down on the A main flank. All in Shroom, can he do it here?
Yeah, well, it's a round definitely for CBT here. It's gonna be 1v3. What a swing by Nate San, and absolutely caught off Shroom off guard.
Yeah. There we go. First round off of a half buy from CBT.
Come
And I
on,
like
it worked
that.
out for CBT. It really worked out.
Yeah.
Even though they were kind of behind with the guns,
Going to
but they still make it work somehow.
I mean, I think it was just they grouped up, Death Ball, and traded their way through. And Easy definitely made things easier with the space that he created. So I expect that we'll be seeing more of Easy. He's definitely your star player. He's the one to watch for this game.
Yeah, he's creating so much room for CBT all over the round as well.
Well, it looks like it's going to be slower default here from CBT this time.
But we do
You
know
got
that
the
Bob
main
has the
ball,
op.
right? Okay.
Yeah, Bob does have the op assault though, so it's gonna be very risky for CBT to be able to push. That's why I think they're taking their time. And JJ even going under, trying to see if
They're
they're
about to swing.
low. I am easy taking a trade somehow kinda does more damage. But I think Bob is
Yeah.
gonna have to rotate to Sky, and Astra Shroom probably gonna heal.
Ooh, flow on the shot there. This looks like a collapse onto the B side right now. Ginny and Sax just cowering behind the default box.
They're high.
They know where Sax is, and they should know where Ginny is based off of the spam. He's gonna ult.
Spike planted.
Oh, I like this.
There's so much.
But Lin walks into the smoke. And I mean, Ginny's got some space here to work with. I am easy and JJ. But oh my god, look at this, look at this. He's just got it past JJ.
Last player
JJ's ready
standing.
though. And it's all down to him now. And now, that's a CBT round all day long.
It could be a potential. It could be a mistake by probably by Ginny there, since all of his teammates unable to complete. cooperate since unable to move. And yeah, I think CBTs just have to hold the corners of the smoke since they know they have to come to the spike. I think that's also probably a good mistake.
And I mean, look at this. I mean, we said that CBT are definitely a frag hungry team, and so they've resorted to the strategy that gives you frags, right? You just ball death group, the death ball group up and swing together, and you trade, and it's working for them so far. They're just hitting sites over and over. Look at this angle though from Rob. There's no way that they expect an op up here, right?
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. And I think that's gonna be probably one pick at least. If someone expected that, they have probably fought through that, and they are pretty much expecting it. And this is something Bob is pretty much well known for. Odd angles that surprises CPT.
Yeah.
Walk into the crosshair and yeah, gets
Spike
nice
down
by
A.
Bob.
And in the meantime, mind you, we've got Ginny on the flank. He's cleared out all of B already, so they should know that this is an A hit.
You want to fight it?
By Zach.
Time for the rotation there, and he drops the spike as well.
Spike down
It's all down to the dish push now, and I mean, there should be no way that CBT win this. To 2v4, and they're pushing from an disadvantageous angle.
Yeah, will they able to use this at a lot of
Concealment.
opportunities? Maybe I'm not sure, but the wall's gonna go down. I think that's all of the they know they have an idea. At least Bob has an idea.
And I mean, he's holding the right angle, right?
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Bob swinging.
We love how fast we love how fast we off. He is always going off at some point. Oh.
I
Oh.
don't know, man. He
I don't know
seems to be.
if he pushed this.
Yeah,
10 seconds left.
it's scary. Bob is just so scary with the op. It's just completely just. Yeah, Nissan has to take a different angle, but no time.
Yeah, Nathan said, he said, you can have this round, Bob.
Yeah, he feared this man with all his passion. He's like, I'm not going there.
And I mean, it's a Bob and Sax double kills for the two of them that just went them the round straight up. And I mean, we've talked about it before. Bob and his op, he loves the scope weapons. He loves playing with the marshmallow op.
Yeah.
And you can see why. He's fast as hell with it, and that op is such an oppressing feel once you know that it's on the defending side, especially in someone like Bob's hands. It's terrifying to play against. You don't want to push that.
Yeah, and it looks like CBT is still unable to figure out how to able to counter Bob in some way, because they haven't been able to figure out how to counter their team in some way. What I mean by that is like all the individual have certain weaknesses, and they've been not even able to find.
Ginny, I like that. Oh, he's gonna get caught though by JJ in the back. But again, Ginny's pushing aggressively. He's always found wherever in the most unexpected places because he loves pushing. And let me get back to that in a second.
Oh.
Off your feet! And it's a 2v3 right now.
Kill my ally.
I mean, Lin got the res off, but he
Last
gets
player
JJ from
standing.
all Sax. Overdrive, the overloaded factor on his ult makes him whiff a little bit, and that's another round for CBT.
Yeah, CBT are coming closer to the score as well, and we see that both teams are pretty much still doing well against each other. Even though CBT
1
was
second,
kind of
please. I gotta
behind a
visit the
little bit,
Astros to
and
play
Opium
some
did
stars.
manage to score 2 wins. Yeah, but they're still fighting, giving a good fighting chance.
Yeah, I think that CBT definitely they've realized that their best bet is just to group up and execute onto the site, just hit it with all five members, and that's what's been working for them every time. So
Yeah,
Copium needs to find a way to adjust that.
I will say though, IMEC is too much ground sometimes and going too far at some point where his team is unable to follow. And there has been cons and pros for it. Meaning pros, he's managed to give him a lot of space, and they're
Blinded.
mostly focused on IMEZ, and that creates a lot of a lot of space for his team, so he's able to cross through. But at some point, yeah, he can only do so much. He has to hold so many angles because of that too as well. So that I would say costs a little bit for IMEZ. You see a pop pick here with the headhunter.
Third round, big thing to have.
Would be a nice read there from Bob. Since we haven't seen him go further than that. Like, yeah, this is unusual from Bob.
Wait, Bob might catch IMEZ unawares here. Look, he's just seen his shoulder. I don't think IMEZ's ready for it.
You are
IMEZ is so
powerless.
much focused. Oh, there.
I
Both
win
teams teams, yeah, both of them pretty much keep eye contact, and IMEC just not ready for it. You can see how he's able to rotate. Clips is making it big here. It could be potential. Oh my god,
Standing.
getting through!
30 seconds left. Spike down A.
Oh, they know where he is. Minsan is in trouble. He has so little room to breathe. He knows one is dish, he knows one is behind the ice, and he knows there as well. And yeah, completely. No way. No way.
I like that. I like that. I mean, that again, that's. I love that flank from Bob though. He just pushes all the way to dish, catches JJ off guard on the pass, and then just continues to push and flank, and that gets them the round. But I gotta say, we talked about the CBT aggression from last time. Copium's aggression this time is what's netting them rounds. Ginny's flank in round 3, that pushed them from B, that allowed Bob and Sax to stay on A site, allowed them to stack A site and get 2 kills each. And then that flank from Ginny and then from Bob this time. Their flanks are. I love that they're getting aggressive. They're not afraid to take these flanks.
Yeah, and that completely surprises us as well, since we don't see Bob pretty much always anchored inside and never goes further than that. Flips taking the judge. Unfortunately, very much gets picked from Mason. Oh, Bob gets a nice kill on King.
4v3 now.
Spike planted.
Yeah, IMBC is just trying it. You can see that he's giving so much speed and odd angles, and still gets pretty much picked off for it.
The stall util from CBT is great though. Those flashes just absolutely. People are unable to get past the wall, and 3v2 now, able to trade out evenly. But I mean, Lin has a superior angle here. He's got a crossfire with JJ. She's got a crossfire with JJ. Yeah, takes advantage on the and JJ gets Bob with a triple again, man.
And Bob is always showing us like fantastic angles and always playing close, even long range doesn't matter. He's able to compensate with every factor as possible.
I mean, dude, Bob is 11-5 right now, and I'm telling you, his impact on the op is immense. He has been a huge factor for Copium to get here actually and to be undefeated. His early picks with the op we talked about, he always had first blood somehow with the op, always was pushing and he's confident in his skill, and you can see why, right?
Yeah, in some way he seems to be very mastered in a way of a chamber. Like his playstyle fits so well with chamber. Like the TP wise, everywhere, like even how he uses headhunter as well. He doesn't need to be aggressive in some ways, but he can. He knows he can. In the repositioning as well. Be able to respond properly. They don't have left ropes and one person out.
Feel awkward, but I mean it should be easy, and especially that IMEZ's whiffed all his knives now, but with 2.
How is it a 2v2 situation?
One enemy remaining.
Oh no, it's all.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, did he?
I mean, it's a 1v1 right now, and Lin's got space to plant the spike.
Yeah, but she also has the res.
Spike
so
planted.
What's the choice? I think he pretty much put himself in a corner. That's not gonna be good. Oh, Jenny! What is that volley?
Misses the molly though, but I mean, Lin knows where he is. Ginny edging it out.
The weapon superiority though, the weapon superiority. I don't know. That's what I'm talking about. If it has to count there, Lin has to make it count since he's using the share.
Clutch.
Exactly. I mean, wow, that is Lin with a triple kill. That is almost a CBT round. And I mean, I love that they're unafraid to take fights with those pistols. Especially again, we said deathball strat. They rushed down Sands. It's a very winnable round for them. It just turned out to be a gun difference in the end. And I mean, Ginny with the clutch. We can't expect that we have a Copium Jam without Ginny coming into the clutch at least once, right?
Yeah. And I must say though, Astra definitely could have maybe blocked from Sand in some way, since they were going from ropes and they were not splitting from there, and it was all a team effort there. And I think that could also be another thing that they could work on. And since we didn't see the Astra smoke, and they get spotted from Eclipse and so in that sense, right?
And so I mean now it's real quiet. I love this from CPT. Just walk up, wait behind this wall, and there we go. First contact right now. Disable his wall as well, and so this should be an easier entry for CPT. Not on true. And Jinny's got to defend tower here all in.
Okay, so he's just going for the swing. Oh, what a shot! This is gonna be big. This could potentially be big.
Yeah. And I mean, they've got a plan inside the spike right now. Nathan is holding close, but Jake Eclipse has evened it out onto Jake Cole right now to a 3.
Eclipse does have big ult.
Here we go! Oh, Nathan wasn't seen because he flew up!
Oh
You
my
will
god!
not kill my ally.
He got past him!
Last player standing.
He whiffed on it!
How in the world did that work for Nathan? It worked
Last
out.
round before the switch.
Nate's son gets launched into the air because he was right at the point of impact from breach ult. And he gets launched, I'm telling you.
Anyone have funds to spare?
Sky high, launched into the air. And because of that, nobody sees him. And Bob as well. Bob is the only person who could have saw him. He was flashed as well by Eclipse. So that gets a triple kill off of that.
The timing was just so impeccable. It's just so impeccable.
I mean, that's something that CVT needed to get back into this. Oh, I like this. They're going with the Nathan rush off of that. The KO ulti just running right into A site. Bob can't TP out, Eclipse can flash. And oh, the A site left.
Oh, this is gonna be. Yeah, this is not gonna be looking good at all.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So much. Yeah, there's so much room given. Look at that. Like all the ults is giving them so much room for CBT, and that catches up 2 people off
Spike
guard.
planted.
And it's all up to Jinny. I think Jinny. Oh, they were ready. They were ready.
They're cool ready, and I mean, this is a 2v5 round now. This should be almost unwinnable, especially with the amount of elo that Copium have. I think they might have to save here for the last round. They won't have any money otherwise.
They're committing to it.
I mean,
I give it an asterisk.
this is last round. Yeah, I don't know why I'm calling this.
Yeah,
Go.
exactly. Yeah, they gotta go for it. They gotta go for it.
My bad.
Oh, they gotta get
One
it.
enemy
And
remaining.
yeah, it's actually. They know where. They know where. It's not enough. Room. Just overwhelmed everywhere.
And I like this CBT bringing it back for the
Switching
last
sides.
2 rounds here, making things very winnable. It's a 7-5 half, and they are on the defense now. So keep in mind, again, CBT very aggressive. They love to death ball and group up on the attacking side. But here, what they typically do is they'll have set plays, and they have 2 initiators for it as well,
Yeah.
where they'll push a certain angle with maybe 3 people or 2 people, go for flashes and try and take aggro space.
Yeah, and somehow it worked out for them because they managed to, even if they push, they managed to get at least 3 or 2 people, and that's good enough. That's a good enough trade.
Exactly. So I think Copium's slower playstyle here should enable them to counteract this a little bit. But I think it's going to come down here to the util usage of Copium and how ready they are to take fights early on.
Well, we already know both teams are much used to each other. They have an idea how they be able to play, and I think Copium is pretty much executing from that. Just knowing that their knowledge and their playstyle, and they're pretty much shown that how adaptive they are. And I love about that from Copium.
I'm easy about to take a fight here with Dax. Gets a little bit of damage off, gets some info, but that wall is going to stop them for sure. CBT should have no way to push here early.
Yeah, it's a completely different. It's a completely different thing that the CBT has, and yeah, the Sage shows for it.
Exactly. And I mean, again, look at this. They're going to have to reroute all the way to the underpass. And I like this, that they're taking another route, but again, this is a very one-sided approach. But
Sack the headshots! God, so much value.
Yeah. It's all of the JJ now to hold this 1v3. He's got no backup anywhere near sight. Perfect. But all the movement from Eclipse just dancing right now. I mean, let's go for him.
Last player standing.
Straight completely confuses JJ, and JJ has to go further and going back. Oh my god, JJ, what was that?
I like that. The flashes are on point right now. You're seeing a lot of flash assists from both teams. But again, that's fantastic early util usage from I Am Easier than Lin. the early peek for info, the dash away and the excuse me, no dash away, but the early peek for info on B main and then the wall and slow warp, it forces Copium to rotate, right? But I mean, Sax hits 2 headshots on the people peeking canteen, and that creates so much pressure. They're unable to do anything else.
Yeah, I was actually so surprised that the headshots pretty much happened, and I love that the I Am Easy is also stacking with Lin because they knew if someone's gonna go down. I think it was completely surprised for I Am Easy.
And I mean, oh, cool. Almost got stunned.
Blocking vision.
Ginny's pretty. Let's get one, and Lin's there and ready as well. But I mean, it's a 3v2 now with the site lost and classics in the hands only of CBT. This should be quite difficult for them.
It's gonna be a lot.
Standing.
But yeah, JJ gonna go down there.
Yeah, well, I Am Easy goes to the clutch, and yeah, unfortunately, not gonna be it.
Unwinnable.
That's a good spot.
It's the first gun round here at 9 to 5, and CBT should have the guns in their hands finally. So this should be a very winnable round for them, especially mind you that there's only one Phantom on Sax on Copium's side.
CBT needs to make it big right now. They're losing on score as well, so CBT needs to figure something out. They know they're not really that great on defense, but they always seem to surprise us as well since they're able to somehow come up with something. They just need more time. And I don't think that's going to be enough for CBT.
Oh, perfect flash! Perfect flash from Eclipse, and it catches Nathan off.
Spike down A.
He's able to trade it out. Isn't anywhere near this. This should be a 4-3 post-man now. Especially.
Enemy down.
Spike
Yeah,
planted.
Copium always shows us some the strategies, man. You can see that the synchronization from like you see Ginny and Eclipse there. It's always great to see. Oh no!
Remaining.
She slides down on the rope and doesn't see him. Oh, and I Am Easy now, but Sax says no clutch for you. A triple kill from him in the round.
And CBT is struggling so hard. They haven't been able to figure it out yet, and it's just they're trying so many things, and it's not working out. I think they're going too much to the flow with the game, and I think that's pretty much what's costing them so many rounds. As you can see, none of them has been like, you know, as a team, they all have just static and it's kind of static. And from Copium side, we see that someone is rotating, someone is able to flank. The information from Copium is just more straightforward than from CBT.
Exactly. Oh, I like this though from I Am Easy. He's taking off ankle here and B main. Might get a flick on the Shroom here, but the rest of the attack is going to be coming from Arcade. That's info on one, but I mean, this arcade ball should be coming in real quick, especially with that flash from Shroom. They know that no one's looking their way.
Oh my god, Bob the flick!
Next.
It's 2 for that as well, man.
Yeah. Afraid me side. Just right off of that. Perfect exec. And I mean, again, Copium, they've adapted the strategy from CBT deathballing with maybe one person on the other side, and it's working out real well for them.
Some way they countered them because they also using their thing. Oh!
Wait a second. Nathan and Lin have even things out here. And I mean, Sax takes down Nathan, but this is still very much winnable. They should know. They've heard where Pop loading from. He's on low HP as well.
And they also have an idea that there's also people at tower, so they have an idea.
Last player standing.
Crispy from Eclipse.
Oof. And, he's dancing. The streams.
Yeah, okay, actually. Crispy first shot, but soggy second shot from him.
Yeah, he was just dancing a little bit.
Sax there to finish things off, and it's an 11 to 5 right now. things
Yeah,
looking.
we'll call that maybe like a dance strip or something when that happens again. We'll see maybe Eclipse doing it more often than we expect.
Stars in the astral plane.
No one likes the chicken soggy, so no one I'm sure no one likes the meat soggy either. Yeah, it's an 11-5 half, and things should be going. This should be the turning point here for Copium. For
Yeah, CBT is struggling to play on this map. They're unable to play how they're able to shine, I guess you can say.
It's about their aggro for them. And I mean, look at that, the aggro isn't working out. They're taking individual fights right now and just unable to win them out because of the...
I am easy. Why would you pick from the smoke like that? It's just dangerous.
Hawk out.
Got another push on the A side though. And it's...
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, that's nowhere to be found. And I mean, look, I am easy might go down to Bob. It seems like he's ready for Bob as well. Excuse me. Gotta win a 1v4 to stop Copium, from reaching match point. Let's get one. But
yeah, you can only do so much as one person, as an individual. You gotta have the very affiliated, and you gotta know where all the teams, and you need your teammates pretty much tell you where they need to be. Exactly. You need to aim exactly with a crosshair in that position. It's very crucial.
And I mean, you're definitely right. It's not a one-man game. You can tell from Copium's side, it's pretty even all across the board. You've got Bob and Sax on 16 kills apiece, Ginny nearby on 15, Shroom on 10, yes, but he's got 6 assists as well to make it up. And Eclipse has been doing fantastic with his flashes and stun usage as well. So very well-rounded usage from well-rounded playstyle from Copium, and that allows them to get a kill here, especially like Ginny.
I will say that we see that CBT is just not changing the way that you should be playing. You know that one teammate is pretty much playing with a different, which is a Sage, and it was very much welcome to see that in their team.
Welcome to my world.
And look at that, completely.
Spy
Yeah, Copium completely takes off the side. And look at the amount of rotation and positioning for Copium is, man. They don't know.
No idea.
Yeah, Zax is completely showing.
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
my god! Well, they're able to do it.
Attackers win.
And the map and the 13-5 basically for Copium.
And Zax always surprises us with some weird stuff happening. You can see that he just took his teammates, kind of baited them out, but he shows the fact, okay guys, I got you, I'm coming in. And he completely gets a nice 3k.
Exactly.
And
I
then
mean,
win in the round.
yeah, we got a 13-5. I mean, I'm kind of floored by this because we talked about CBT and Copium having this intense rivalry, right? Where all their matches were extremely close. All 3 of their past maps on Ascent, Pearl, and Icebox, they all went really close. It came down to a lot of clutches a lot of the time that turned the tide. But I mean, this time this was all Copium. Second half especially, CBT I don't think got a single round. That was all Copium. They won 5 in a row to close it. Excuse me, 6 in a row to close it out. From a 7-5 half to a 13-5 victory.
Yeah,
they
I
did
must say
extremely well. Like, I wasn't necessarily expecting it to go in that easily for Copium. This one, probably perhaps the CBT is still a bit on the cold side. Probably still needs to get themselves a little warm up before they can get into the game. But they, however, only have one more match to change that right now. Because if they lose the next one, that will be the end for CBT just right there and then. Must say, before we didn't say this earlier, before we just continue with the matchup, must say that Copium does have to lose twice, like 2 series of best of 3s from CBT in order to actually lose this tournament and have CBT become the winner in this one. So it is double elimination, to keep that in mind. Go ahead, boys.
Yeah, as I was saying, we see that CBT is pretty much struggling in some sense, right? And I think this also comes down to maybe the J. Cole, because we see that the smokes are just not coming in fast enough, and he's trying to play aggro, and it's just not working because of that. You need your smokes to pretty much place and pretty much trying to delay the push. And if that's not possible, then yeah, you gotta have 2 smokes maybe, and gotta make it possible. You gotta make it possible. By pushing through and delaying like that, it's not going to work out for CBT because they're going to get picked off. And I think Copium is pretty much ready for it. They always have at least 2 people with them, and pushing through. And even if they get picked off, they have someone to trade for them, and that doesn't really work out. And I think CBT is trying to make it work in some sense, where they hope there's two people, but like I said, they both team pretty much clashes a long time ago. They have experience with each other. They have pretty much an idea how they play and how individual players play. And I think Copium taking great advantage of that. I'd love to see it. CBT is just struggling.
Exactly. I mean, we talked again about as well how Copium were definitely they were playing as a team. They definitely had their moments where they were assisting each other as well. You had Eclipse and Shroom with good flash assists as well. But I mean, I think you definitely look at Ginny here, right? And Ginny he was 17 and 10, but it was a quiet 17 and 10, right? He had no crazy impact frags except for that 1v2 clutch.
Yeah.
He had no crazy he had no crazy memorable frags. But that 17 and 10 came with 6 first bloods. And those 6 first bloods were impactful, right? Because they gave Copium the man advantage every single time. And as well, mind you, Ginny would always take early fights on the defensive side. And so he was pushing underpass from B, and you could tell that was gaining them a lot of space because Copium were always ready to road immediately. When Ginny pushes underpass and he sees no one on either B main or arcade, Copium always stack the A side immediately, and that means that run right into it. And that's the problem with playing a slow style, right? Or excuse me, that's the problem with playing a non-default style, right? Is that you're not putting pressure on both sides of the map, and that gives you so much space for it gives Copium so much space for them to just make a hard read and gamble stack one of the sites, and that won them rounds.
Yeah, and I think Ginny is pretty much know their opponent so well to the point that he's comfortable to push around and still gets fantastic first bloods.
And I mean, go ahead.
I must say that I was expecting a bit more lurking to happen in this game, but it didn't happen too much. There was a little bit of staying behind every now and then, but they had a really great team composition, a really good 5-man push on the sides, and let's not talk about the fact that they were able to take sides very easily and using those double ults and some serious strategies, coming in very aggressive in order to take over sides. It was amazing to see. I must agree.
Yeah, and I think one big factor also is because of the map, and I think CPT is just not capable of shining through this map at all, and they're struggling to show. Maybe a next map, maybe they will show us some sort of a comeback, but it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell.
Next map will be their pick, so we'll see what they'll make from that one.
Alright, pretty excited to see it.
Alright, okay, okay, boys. You still want to say something there, Red? Before we go to ads?
We've seen 4 maps already. I'm lucky hoping that we see one of the maps that we haven't seen yet from matchup so far.
Indeed. Well, I must say that they're not. I'm a big fan. CBT is not in favor of Icebox anymore, as that was their first ban in this matchup. But nonetheless, we'll see what's gonna be next map right after these ads. We'll see you guys soon.
Alright, see you guys soon. Bye bye.
Ja, je moeder is niet thuis, nou? Nee, ze is er niet. Oh, ik dacht dat ze thuis was. Is goed. Zeg haar dat ik was geweest, hoor. En tagging aan een vergeten. Offer voor you. Wat is dat? Toets sterretje 100 hekje, dan kies je optie 4. Of doe het via de MyDigital app. Ik ben weg. Wie wil dat geeft me meer informatie dan? Met dat toets sterretje 100 hekje, dan kies je optie 4. Zo'n informatie van Moro. Baik, je moet direct zeker, no? Nee, zoek het in de MyDigital app.
And we are back. We're gonna have some more gameplay of CBT versus Copium coming once again. Oh, there seems to be some technical difficulties, so we have a little bit of a delay more, but nonetheless, enjoy some more gameplay replay as these two boys give me a little bit of heads up about what they think is gonna come up next in this matchup. It's gonna be the map Ascent. What do you guys think?
I think that Ascent is going to be definitely an interesting factor. So, I mean, we've seen them play it already, but what I want to hear your thoughts, Skull. What do you think is going to happen between the rematch?
Okay, we know that Copium is gonna be named three. I pretty much predicted 3 characters. Pretty much been playing standardly, and I'm not saying that Ginny is though. Let's start it slowly. So we know Bob is gonna be playing around mid, and he's gonna be playing regardless of attacking or defending. He's still gonna be playing around mid, and it's so much pressure. Since if they don't have mid control, they're unable to rotate quickly. Since the mid is so important for attacking side, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, Bob's impact with Bob, we saw it last game. He had crazy impact on the defensive side. And so I guess we're expecting to see that again on the Ascent defensive side, not so much on the attack. But his op will be his op was felt last game for sure. And I mean, there were points as well where CBT found the op and said, "Nope, we're going the other side." Probably the smart move.
Yeah, this is so scary with Bob to play the op. I gotta give props to him. He has changed his playstyle a little bit. You can see he's playing a little bit sometimes aggression, and that's not in Bob's. It pretty much in his kit, and somehow he's using it, and it still works. I think it's only there's certain scenarios he will do that, and I love it. And for Jenny, we see that he's able to pretty much compromise and completely just create more space for his own teammates, and CBT is just confused. Every time there's always this man, always Ginny. Somehow it's coming from the behind with these weird mollies and these ultimates. It goes favor sometimes to Copium, but sometimes it works out in favor for CBT. And it's very rarely though. It's very rarely to see that.
And I mean, yeah, I expect we're going to be seeing Ginny again on the Viper this time because he played it last time. Played it well, mind you. Had a lot of clutches with his lineups and with some very unexpected plays as well. He had a couple of really good spray transfers as well over on the A side that won them round.
Yeah. It's just I still think his spraying is not the optimized way to play the game since it's just so random, right? You know, you can't really predict if it's gonna go left or right, and the aspect of it's just completely it focused on all about individual, the just having so much control of the gun itself. And yeah, it somehow works for him. But yeah, I'm not saying he should stop, but you just continue what you pretty much your success, right?
Yeah. And before we get into Agent Selector in a second, I just want to mention for everybody, cheeky didn't over there in the replay, but I mean, I just want to mention to everybody that this is a double elimination because Copium were undefeated and came from the upper bracket. That means that Copium have one series advantage, and so if Copium win this series, they win the finals. But in order for CBT to win, because they've lost twice to Copium, and they've lost twice, and they've come from the lower bracket, and they're 1 map down in the series. They have to win 4 maps in a row, so they have to win this one and the next one just to win this first BO3, and then they'll have to play another BO3 right after against Copium again, where they have to win another 2 maps in order to win the whole thing. So Copium can close it out right here with this first map. And if not, they'll have another chance to close it out with 1 more map in the next one, and then CBT can reset. But I mean, I gotta say, 4 maps is a lot to win in one day. I don't know if CBT are up to it, honestly, especially after that first showing, the 13-5.
Yeah, what we see here from the pick, we see the pick here. So it's gonna be JJ playing Brimstone. I love to see Brimstone. Brimstone has been having major buffs, but the problem is he doesn't have much smokes and doesn't have this insane amount of like flexibility as Astra. But it's still a lot easier, and I think it's gonna be straightforward for CBT as well. I know they have been working hard to make Astra work, but in the pro play it's just really difficult. You gotta have the perfect communication as well. But if your team is gonna be playing such an aggression and such just doing mechanical skills and stuff like that, you gotta have game sense as well. Game sense is such an importance for Astra.
Exactly. Ooh, I like that we're gonna be seeing Ginny on the, it was the Killjoy last time, rather than the Viper. He's playing it again. So this is gonna, he will still be playing his lineups, but you know that he's probably got some setups on the side that are going to be real frustrating to play against. Jimmy's a nerdy type of guy, you know.
Yeah. Oh man, he always surprises us with some insane lineups as well. And we also have Zaxxon on Copium side, and he'll be playing a Jet. And we already know Jet has been dead, so deadly in the fact that he buys certain random guns for Zax, and it always surprises us.
Suppressing.
I like this. Copium are going to be walking out very slowly. Oh, they get noticed though by JJ, but here goes the explosion.
Launching smoke.
4-man push. Running in, door shut. It's going to be.
Oh my gosh, Room is just struggling. Oh, what?
With the teleport, the shrouded step behind Lin. That is beautiful. 4v4 retake now.
Flashbang.
One player low on either side. They're not going to be expecting Ginny to be playing an A though right now. And yeah,
Oh, Ginny. Yeah, Ginny just surprised him.
Last player standing.
awkward.
Last player standing.
JJ makes it a 1v1.
Oh, it's 1v1.
Knows where Ginny is.
Oh, Ginny. Ginny just creating more room for himself.
This is good stall, but Ginny should be
Oh.
aware of this, and JJ spams him down a little bit as well. They're even now on the health, 70 apiece, and Ginny with a swing taps him out of the round. It's a nice try from JJ, but that 3k ain't enough, man. You gotta kill Ginny.
Yeah, Jenny is just so patient. We do know that JJ, I think it's JJ if I'm correct. Yeah, JJ does have two things at his kit. He had his stim and he also had smoke. If he used those, maybe it could have been different in some sense, but it was still an option, and it could have created a different round for him.
And I mean, you look at this, right? We talked about Ginny being hugely impactful with the clutches and with his lineups, and you see it right there immediately. That 1v1 says no to you. I mean, JJ, it's a nice try, and it allows them to buy up here a little bit. But I mean, I expect that we're going to be seeing a lot more from Ginny this game.
But Jenny was did show us like his way of patience, and that pretty much went in the first round. And we'll have to see how CBT is going to respond to that. They have bots guns, and Zax and Eclipse pretty much playing with each other. A great pick by Bob.
A little bit awkward.
Last player standing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's all up to Lin. It's all up to Lin. Lin is all the way the opposite side.
Good luck. Oh, they're hunting. They want the kill. Oh, man.
Oh, Bob's here. Yeah. Is this gonna be knife? Is this gonna be a knife? Zax says.
Robbed us, Sax. You robbed us.
What a complete surprise.
Would have been the first knife kill, but I mean, that's the first 2 rounds. Yes, we talked about how CBT are not great at the pistol rounds, and that it's coming through again. But now that they have rifles,
Man, Bob kind of really wanted
charges.
that so bad. He was like in position and everything, and Jack just came out of nowhere and just took it. It's just so sad.
but yeah, I mean, we should be seeing a different change of pace here, especially with CBT now. They should be feeling more confident, especially as Copium. Ooh, Copium Bob looking to take a fight in mid, but
Yeah, but look how Bob is saving so much money. He has 5k on his bank, you know, and he's just and he's just playing with the headhunter and with 25 shields. So effective with his money, and he's gonna get shot down. As soon as I said that. Oh, look at this, Zax! Lin was so ready for it.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
and real ready for it, in fact. And I mean, this looking like a flawless unless Eclipse can do a little bit of damage here. He should be fighting JJ in a second. I
He
don't know
knows,
if
he has to
ready.
figure out. Oh! The key. Oh, not the Bucky. What is it called again?
The let's start
I don't use.
close.
Oh, the Bulldog. The Bulldog.
The B.
Oh, I missed. The flick. On that, man.
And 4 players remain alive, so that's good for the economy of CBT. Big gun round to win as well, and we talked about it. Once they're online with those guns, they'll be fragging out for sure. But we mentioned Bob saving last round. It looks like he wanted to pull the op out early. He's got it already here.
Yeah, like I speculated, man. Bob was just he saved. I was like, what was that? And I was like, oh wait, I think I have an idea. He's gonna pull out the op right away. And it's gonna be already the 4th round, Yeah, it's gonna be the 4th round.
Placing swarm grenade.
It's already has it off.
Exactly. I like this from Eclipse. They'll be pushing towards A here, and it looks like Eclipse is just gonna be lurking towards mid. Does he? No, he wants to take a fight early. But I mean, this is just very slow early A main control from Opium. Nice dog getting info. Should note that there's nobody on A side from that, and Sax can walk up right off of it. They're clearing wine just to be sure. But I like this flash from Shroom. Gets info, and J Cool will be all alone here defending the side. This is unfortunately a misread from CBT right now. And
Oh man.
look at this, off of the walk up from Ginny.
Oh, JJ.
This should be an almost free A site unless J Cool can do something magical here.
Here.
Yeah, but this is gonna be.
That's
Oh,
done.
the timing on Ginny. JJ getting shut down. They don't have any smokes, and that's gonna be really bad for CBT. And look at this lurk. Look at this lurk from Eclipse, man. Absolutely no idea. CBT is just completely mindless. They're rotating so quickly, but they just have no idea that Eclipse is even a thing. Oh, what is a TP?
I like that. I like that. They have no idea. Still knife him.
How?
Stay down.
Oh, but I am easy actually creating space here.
Oh my god!
Wait a second. Wait. Bullet, I am easy with the read on the flank, and it's a 2v4.
Thanks.
I must say, I think Opium gave too much time on CBT, and CBT just
Was that
took it.
important?
And just took it.
They had all the space in the world, and they had the backstab, but Lin gets a triple from short and kills everyone in hell, and I am easy. He's ready for the flank. How is he ready for the flank?
I think the TP might have been a dev giveaway, and I think that might have been the reason.
Turn out.
God, that is crushing for Copium and CBT. They'll get an op, and they'll have the money. They'll have the money back in their hands out of that. Copium have to save. I don't know what they're going to be able to do with this, especially because CBT should
out of
have
my way.
the distinct weapon advantage here.
Wait. This is the new update, correct? So
Yes.
we might see a lot of frenzies. Frenzy got some insane buffs.
Yeah, the Stinger got some crazy buffs, and I like.
down.
Oh my god, why is this man still peeking? No fear at all. Zax, please stop it.
Jet this. Just the movement, absolutely outplaying I am easy there. You can't hit an op. You can't hit an op.
Oh.
Spike
Trade.
down mid.
Okay, J Cool is down here, and it's a 4v2, a 3v2, mind you, with Bob taking J Cool down. So the spike is down, and Eclipse could take this.
Stealing sight.
Could take a
Last
teleport
player
over to A
standing.
side, but Nathan shuts down the only avenue towards A. So a 1v3 with a Stinger now. Alright, let's see how buff this gun is, man.
Eclipse wants that sheriff. He needs that one-tap potential in his arsenal quickly. He's gonna get for it. He's gonna go for it.
Oh, come on, man.
Slowly
Believe
taking
in the
angle.
Stinger,
He's slowly taking angle.
30
He knows
seconds
one
left.
person has to be Tree since he knows that Bob got down. And he's looking. Oh, the timing! Just not at Eclipse in favor right now, man. It's just not.
And I mean, that's a nice first pick from Sax, but AJ and J Cool evening things out really quickly there. Double a piece for them. And that should give CBT the lead, actually. Yeah, it does give CBT the lead, excuse me.
It is such a trade-off for CBT and Copium. Like, Copium looking good and then CBT looking good. And it's just like, what is going on, you know? Absolutely confusion for both teams. And some of the strats works, but some of them it's just like,
Placing
it
swarm
works,
grenade.
but somehow CBT comes in top in some way.
And CBT, mind you, are not taking too much. They're not making much presence over towards B. It's mainly A and mid that they're doing, pushing towards.
I've got
And
your trail.
I think that Copium, that CBT have they've caught on to that because they put a lot of pressure here on the A side. 3 players around it, and Lin here as well with her Killjoy setup. Flash from Shroom for info, but I mean, again, it's just a lot of stall util, and I'm sure that they're afraid because they've spotted Lin. Copium don't want to push this because they know that Lin should have setups all over B side.
I'm surprised Aitan not using his molly. Oh, the timing! He still escapes!
Pitiful.
The flash on J. Cool, perfect, really nice.
I don't know where Ginny is.
Oh,
Though.
he doesn't expect Ginny!
It Sax with the opening as well, and the Nate Sun. It's all on Lin on the A side. She doesn't have any backup. I think one on the Sax here. unable.
Turrets destroyed.
Dribbling around.
Oh, I like the ult stall though. But look at this. It takes down Shroom, but I mean it's a free plant for Eclipse. It's a 2v3.
30 seconds
And
left.
I mean I don't know if they'll be expecting Ginny. Lin should not be expecting.
No!
Ginny evens things out. But oh, Eclipse!
One enemy remaining.
Trained you.
Freak out. It's not planted for Ginny either.
Smoke's down.
But Ginny does have ult. Ginny does have ult.
No, but it's a defuse. This should be a one round.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, what?
Or is it? Or is
He
it?
doesn't take it. He doesn't take it. And then yeah, he gets pretty much that, and yeah.
That is.
I'm here.
That I gotta say that's a misplay by Eclipse to push up so aggro when he's low HP, knife out, and he's got no teammate back nearby to stall the plan. So a little bit nice try from the clutch. Nice try in the clutch from the two of them. And he gets a 4K, so it's good.
Alarm bot out.
Yeah, I understood why. I understood why Eclipse wanted to go there. He wanted to close the door so there's no more angles, and they have to give like some, you know, some location and some indication of like maybe they're going market something like that, and then we know that they're separated.
You should
And I
run.
think it's gonna be pretty much the standard play. Opium here, and yeah, look at the control. Oh, okay. What is that, man? It's ridiculous.
Stinger's definitely been buffed. And
It's just giving show for Stingers even, like show some Stinger love, you know?
I like that. And off of that, he gets an upgrade. Eclipse should get an upgrade here, but I mean, you got 3 players playing on site right now, and Ginny is not playing back. So there's not that much clutch potential here. He can't play lineups, he can't play util.
Launching
J
smoke.
Cool, he's ready to ult it.
Oh my god!
The ult combo is perfect.
Set up. Oh no! He ran out of bullets!
Like butter, baby.
What do we do now? This is very much winnable still for CBT. Copium especially stuck behind smoke, so they get the spam down.
He's sticking it!
Clutch.
Oh my god!
The stick comes through again. It's another clutch where CBT loses everybody but wins the round thanks to the stick.
How?
I don't know.
I don't understand. Just don't.
Back to back. Yeah, it's a 5 again. Copium. They have the man advantage. They have the site, but the problem is they're giving up these frags way too easily. And I mean, it's perfect util usage, right? From Lin and from J Cool.
Let's crack them
The
open.
the lockdown and the let's go. I can't remember what it's called, but it's perfect combo. And Bob here's I am easy here. He's ready for the peak.
Oh.
He is ready for I am easy to peak.
Oh, the shoulder! Oh my god! Yeah, I am easy was just. Yeah, I felt like he
Smoke's
had
down.
some sense he was ready, but in some way he just had to. He couldn't resist, you know.
He's made so much
Oh.
space on the A. But I mean, in the meantime,
Aggression.
Shroom and Drake, Shroom and Eclipse, excuse me, they're pushing on the B side without Ginny, and they have no idea that Lin's back.
Blinded.
That's why the turret. So
They
should
have an idea. Oh, now they know. They now know.
Last player standing.
Oh, what?
all in.
How is Lin and JJ making it happen? Clutch after clutch.
Oh my God, Lin. Yeah, I mean, 11 kills on JJ, 10 on Lin, and they're the ones dragging this team across the line
Can I
right
get
now.
this?
6 for CBT, but again, Copium, man advantage. They take the man advantage, and then they go ahead. They relax. They let down their guard, and that costs them the round again. It's the 4th round in a row where they've had the man advantage and still lost.
Placing
But
sentry.
Lin is just making such an impact for
alarm
this
bot.
whole game for CBT. Like CBT is just
You want to
completely
play?
changing their
Let's
play style
play.
as well. So I think it worked out really well for JJ, and JJ is just pretty much taking advantage with Lin. It's just so surprising.
I could Lin's change her setup as well. She's playing over the A site, and they haven't spotted Nathan with the dog. Although he might give his position away. Yeah, they've spotted him. Good stall util nonetheless.
That could have been really dangerous for Nathan since he had peeked his head right, and Jin saw it.
At JJ again, he's pushed middle again, and there's no way that they check this. He should have a free pick here as soon as Bob or Sax walks up behind. Especially now that he's just heard Sax drop as well. He should know.
Oh, this is really dangerous. I don't know if Zax is prepared for this. No, Zax is just not at all. Oh my god, just completing that top guard, and I think Bob is also. Oh wait, Bob! No! JJ JJ is running for his life.
A little awkward from them. But I mean, there's still 3 players in position here for this A site hit, and the Killjoy util is still up for Lin, so this is gonna be very difficult for Copium to walk their way through. I don't know if they're ready for this.
30 seconds left.
They're somehow making it work, and Lin is on.
Last player
Alright.
standing.
Gets caught,
Spike
but
down
it's under
A.
the double. See, again, they're not ready for this because there's so many players just ready here. There's no presence over towards B. And Bob.
Oh,
Nice
Jacob
read.
was so quick with that adjustment. But Bob wasn't ready.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're gonna call it. Copium are gonna call a timeout here, and well needed one because it's a 7-2 scoreline right now. Mind you, with all 7 of those rounds coming 7 in a row for CBT.
Man, CVT is making it so many things happen. Just they're clutching through the spike, holding through the spike. They're not faking it at all, and that is winning them. And CVT, I mean, Copium is just not ready for those things. They didn't expect that they were capable of doing certain things, and it's just completely catches off guard of pretty much Copium. I must say though, there were certain situations where it could have been really good, and they could have lost less for CVT. But somehow they make it work. It works really well, and Copium is struggling, and I think it's affecting their mental and their strategy as well.
And how do you get back from this though? How do you get back from this goal? How do you bounce back from a 7-2 scoreline where you've lost all 7 in a row?
I think they need to clear their corners way better. Since Lin is in the picture, they have to be ready for certain things like that. They know 2 people is going to be on site and Lin is going to be around there. If they know the turret is there, Lin is a problem. Lin is just a problem.
Exactly. And I mean, Lin was a non-factor last match, right? So it's nice to see that Lin and JJ especially are stepping up here on the defensive side, because it's good. It's a big boost for their confidence.
And they're controlling the game well, and I love to see it. The JJ and Lin is just making it work. I don't know how, but they're doing it. But it's just working in their favor. Just not sometimes their spike play was nice, and yeah, we have to see how Copium will be adjusting this playstyle. How they're able to take advantage, or maybe countering them as well. We love to see that from Copium side. They love to adapt and they love to counter. So the chances they get is very slim, but when they do get it, they make it work.
I mean, I like this. Lin is not in position on the inside. They've read that. And Sax, beautiful updraft. Takes out Nates and he's not updrafts from BP main and takes them out. J. Cole going through though.
Oh no!
I've got your
Nice hold here from JJ. It's gonna stall the plant here. And I am easy takes out back
Spike
time.
planted.
Shroom again with the trade. This is big from Shroom right now. Makes things even in the 2v3, but it's Lin and JJ.
One enemy remaining.
They are the 2 that have been winning.
The duo!
They win
The duo! These duos are working so well. They're controlling the game, the flow of the game as well. And it's just lovely, dude. It's synchronous. They work. Their teamwork is really well. I got nothing to say. They're just great teamwork. I gotta give props to them. Great teamwork.
I mean, they're matching each other step for step right now. It's 13 and 13 for both of them. 7 deaths on JJ, right? But those 13 kills on both of them are absolutely immensely crucial right now for CBT.
I gotta say, JJ and Lin, they got each other's back. No matter what, they always got each other back. Like they knew someone was from tree, and J Cole just waiting. Oh, actually JJ just came in there, and nice.
I mean,
Really
CBT again. That's another man disadvantage round that they somehow managed to claw back thanks to J Cole and JJ and Lin.
You know, we have said it multiple times. We said that IMEC is gonna be star of this match, and it just changed. I think Copium pretty much counter IMEC in a way. And that's why IMEC is struggling so hard. He gets picked off. He knows that he's taking certain angles that he shouldn't, but he's still, because he couldn't resist. He couldn't. And that's why I think IMEC is getting shot down every time.
Exactly. And I mean, Copium looks stunned right now. I mean, there's another early pick, right? But so far, it's 100% win rate for early round picks. After the 3rd round, it's been 100% win rate, despite having a man disadvantage for CBT. But let's see if that changes this round.
Struggling with buy as well, so that's also gonna be a big factor with winning the clutches. and winning the
Spike
rounds, and it's
down,
gonna
B.
increase their winning factor by percentage, maybe like 50 or not even 50, but like 20, 10% because of those guns disadvantages.
30
Yeah.
seconds here. and
30
it's
seconds
a stinger and a
left.
spectre only for
Oh, they look at that.
remaining.
They're struggling so
Spike
hard. They
down,
need to get
B.
better guns, and that's why they're forcing themselves into weird situations. And it's oh my god,
this.
Eclipse. Yeah, Eclipse wants to beat the
Last
like
round
trigger
in the
discipline,
half.
but but too many people came. Too many people came out of this one.
Yeah, I mean, this. I can't say anything else, but like Copium are crumbling right now under the pressure. They are one map away from victory, and it looks like CBT are gonna live for a map longer here. Mind you, they don't get 9-3 here and then suddenly get turned around on the defensive side. I don't want to.
Yeah, that is a crucial curse we have heard multiple times throughout the Valorants. It's just a big thing. It's a big deal, you know?
run.
Oh no!
He's gonna.
I mean, he's struggling.
Not ready yet.
Oh, but I mean, he got spotted in the end, and it's again a free site. We've seen this so many times. Oh, Shroom, you got the bomb, buddy. You got the bomb. You gotta get on the site.
Wait, delaying the bomb.
Okay, it's a 5v.
Spike planted.
There's no way that CBT win this, right?
Last player standing.
It looks
Yeah,
like
no
it to
way.
be. It looks like to be, but Jaco still has something on his back. It's gonna be it. This is gonna be the last round. He needs to make his play. He does have his ultimate. He does have his flash. He has everything in his kit. He needs to make it big.
I don't see it. I just don't see it. Oh, Bob.
Gotta have. Oh my god, the timing that Bob is crucial, and Bob shut him down so quickly. I think JJ was
Switching
struggling
sides.
to make decisions left and right. He needs to make a certain decision and execute it quickly. But
us,
yeah,
but different.
Jaco was just struggling.
I mean, 9-3. Do we give this game already to CBT? I mean, the Copium? I think Copium win the game already, just off the CBT. 9-3.
We shall not talk about the curse. We do not know the situation, and we still let the game go through.
I'm just trying to anti-jinx it, man, because, I mean, yeah, you got Ginny and Sax at 12 and 11. Almost close enough to JJ and Lin, but I mean, the rest of the supporting cast has to step up here if we want to see something better from Copium, because...
What is
right
this
now-
from Copium? What is this from Copium? We see Bob is playing mid with his headhunter. He has 4 bullets, doesn't have shields. He's fully committing to this. He's fully committing to this.
I like this. I mean, it's more expensive now, right? So you can only buy 4 bullets. But, I mean, in Bob's hands, that could be 4 kills very easily. In his taps. Oh,
But the TP,
oh.
what? He is still around. He's still around mid. Oh, what? Oh, but he still gets one though. Wow, what a nice follow-up by Eclipse too.
Switch gone. And it's a 3v5 on the A side right now.
Last
I mean,
player
Lin is
standing.
alive, right? But Lin can't win. Wait.
What? Lin, how do you get a double kill? Why did they line up like that for Lin, man? Wow.
The stars are just aligning right now for Lin. Even her turret is getting in on the action, man. I think we saw it last time, right? We've seen the turret get some kills this tournament, but still, that is... I think that it's a little bit outrageous to expect that Lin is going to be getting her turrets more kills. So,
Yeah,
9 to
well,
4.
we saw the previous map. She wasn't doing well at all, and now we see how she's been able to do it. Ascent, it really turns. Lin is becoming a dangerous, like a danger factor, you know.
Exactly. And I mean, she's probably going to continue to be a danger factor as soon as CBT get rifles here. But for the meantime, I expect the Copium to regain a 9-5. It should regain a 9-5 scoreline. Excuse me.
Oh, what
Bob
is
does something.
what is Bob doing? Bob is playing one-to-mid control so bad. He switches between his what he was usually from his original location to back to tree, but
Wait,
still gets caught.
Advantage here for CBT. And I
They
mean,
treat him well.
takes it back, but it's a free.
Oh, Zach!
Exciting season.
Got nice shadows, but is it gonna go?
One enemy remaining.
Oh my gosh, Shuro!
Spike down A.
They don't know someone is down there. They have no idea. Look at JJ. Oh wait. He had an idea. Zax was looking at.
Room is low. Could win this.
Out.
That's 4
Oh, they don't
bullets.
know
How is he gonna make work?
They don't know where he is. They don't know he's hell. They thought that he was on. They thought that he was above. Eclipse.
Oh no! No!
What?
Oh no! Why would...
No, JJ, no!
Oh my god! How? It looks so good. The stars are aligning for JJ, but somehow he misses 3 of those classic burst shots, and that gave him his location away. And he switched to his knife, and yeah, Eclipse just does a nice 180 quickly and finishes all up.
I mean, as we expected though, the bonus. I mean, we expected the anti-eco to work out perfectly for Copium, and it's now the gun round that's going to be very dangerous for them, especially because they have such a low buy. I think CBT should. This is where CBT should start research a little bit.
What?
All right, unless Bob does something like that. Quick scope through the smoke, and
His
that's
scoping
a man
weapons
advantage again.
are so deadly. No matter what, he uses everything in his kit. Like he has the headhunter, he has the marshal, and then his most deadliest one is probably his ult and his operator, man. Just both of those things. Oh, what? He just jumps around. He just sees I am easy. He knows that there are 2 people at this, and Zax also gets that information quickly.
On an IMEC. But in the meantime, JJ and IMEC take out Sax on the A side, on the B side, excuse me, and it's all down to Ginny. Let's see if he can do a repeat performance of what Lin did on the B hold. The 1v4, and he's got no util up.
This could be lining really well, and what is that jump by
Right.
JJ?
One
Lin
enemy
also
remaining.
gets caught as well.
Spike
Just
down,
amazing
B.
movement by Ginny.
1v2,
Oh my god.
1v2. Spikes down.
Oh, he doesn't expect Nate's son to be there.
Like that from Nate's side. No fear. With his 10 HP, just picks Ginny, says, nah, no clutch for you today. And it's
Yeah,
a
you
10-5 lead, excuse me, for CBT.
You can see that Ginny also put his crosshair for I am easy, but Nate's son completely surprises him, and then he has to change his crosshair placements. That's why he gets pretty much picked off from.
I like this though. Bob has his op out. And we know Bob can op. We've seen his first blood.
Yeah.
Right? We've seen
Yeah.
his op clicks.
How does he know that they're coming here though? That's the thing. That's what I'm finding really crucial. Bob knows. Bob knows. How?
He's holding
Oh
the
wait, he knows. Oh my god, the timing is just so not for him. It's just not going well for him.
Oh, powerless.
And yeah, sure can't flash because of the ult by Nate sounds perfect ult usage. It's a 3v5 retake now, and unless somehow Copium managed to pull off a miracle, it should be
Spike planted.
it should be an 11.
Good.
Oh, 2 people get exchange. Oh, the flash.
Oh, they know where IMC is.
Finished.
And Ginny's spamming out.
Out of charges.
I mean, I like this volley from Nate Sun. Stops the push in the meantime. Big flash. Oh, and I think Ginny and Shroom are just gonna wait for the ult. But Nate Sun is just spamming it down.
Yeah, he's keeping him there. He wants to shoot the
One
ultimate.
enemy remaining.
He's struggling. Oh, we have Lin as well. Will Lin be able to clutch it? Lin
Got
is
the
in
lineup.
position. They have an idea. Jenny's pushing forward.
One enemy
He gets a nice pick.
remaining.
Gets a double. What a
I had to
clutch,
focus for
man.
a second.
That is beautiful from Lin, and she is continuing to frag. Second half, first half, doesn't matter. The Killjoy is still playing, coming in clutch here. And I mean, Lin is at 17 and 9 right now. She has had huge impact with her multi-frag so far.
And Lin is just, yeah, she was probably rusty during the first matches, but now she's heating up. She's on fire, man. She got it in the bag. The clutch over clutch is just amazing with the teamwork with his teammates. It's, we expected maybe some differentiation in some sense, but no, she's holding well on her own.
I mean, her clutches with JJ have been crucial. And
Suppressed.
nice pick up from J. Cool.
Oh, what is Eclipse doing? He has the frenzy. Look at this. What?
Spike down.
Able to get another one?
Oh, it's big damage though.
Brings, yeah, he did bring a IMEC on 1/2 HP though. He did bring him to half HP.
Yeah, and I
Back
mean,
looking for a trade. What was that? I don't think that was a call for.
Launching
Oh,
smoke.
he hits one.
they've read this. They should know that JJ's coming here to the A side. He's gonna be planting, but I think that Sax is just gonna run him down right here.
Spike
He's just
planted.
Oh! What is that headshot? Oh, you had one knife. You landed.
One enemy
Oh my
remaining.
god! Oh, you're looking for the third, but he's not landing. He just whips his through. It's all up to JJ. Will he be 1v2?
I don't think he can do this though. He's done it before on the defensive side. Can he?
Oh
Standing.
no!
Clutch. Match point.
Clutches right now, they are unstoppable.
What a turn of events! It looked like it was like so good for Zax. It was only few people who gets amazing headshots with the Sheriff, getting 2 people out of the position, and it was all up to JJ, and JJ clutches. And I find it really weird. Why did Scopium they line together? Why did they peek together? I don't know if it's a I know that it could be a strategy for sure, because you don't see that often. And I expected maybe pick from somewhere else, you know?
God, I mean, JJ and Lin are just popping off right now, and they are unstoppable. Ginny has been doing his best. He's at 19 kills. But I mean, wow, the clutches have been incredible from them. And
Trying so hard. But look, I am easy gets moved. I thought the smoke had a gap, so I am easy was standing in a position.
Off your feet!
oh, uh-oh, Ginny.
Oh, Ginny is looking good though. He's looking good. He didn't get hit by that. Oh, teammates are coming.
Last
Lord.
player
Dog, Bob.
standing.
Oh, he's getting
We get
flashed.
blind.
Oh, this I am easy coming from the back.
Attackers
There
win.
it goes. And CBT wins the round, man. Oh my god, this is an amazing round. We love to see it. JJ and Lin, pretty much the backbone of this team, man.
Yeah, JJ and Lin, man, that was a crazy performance by the duo. That was historic from them. And I mean, you look at it. You got Ginny. We talked about Ginny in the pre-match, right? We said that he had to perform and that he would be clutching. Yes, he performed. He went 19 and 12, but he couldn't match up to JJ and Lin just coming in over and over again with the clutches. The retakes on the A side, the 2v3s, the 2v4s, they won all of those. And then JJ and Lin individually as well, winning their individual clutches on the attacking side. They were unstoppable this map.
I just find it hard to believe that how Copium is able to lose certain rounds actually. Since like for example, we know that Ginny is gonna put his ultimate. He has so much control, basically gets full control of the site, and you see all of his teammates scattered around holding certain angles, and that should be it. That should be Copium's pretty much advantage. But somehow Lin and JD coming in nowhere, and then yeah, I don't know what to say. It's like you guys saw it happen, and it's a miracle. It's absolutely a miracle, and it gives pretty much CBT absolutely control that.
Yeah, that was nuts. And I mean, Lin, we give credit to Lin and to JJ, right, for having these fantastic clutches. But I also want to point out that, you know, I mean, sure we give credit, but we gotta mention that Copium, they were not playing those post plans very well. I mean, yes, they had, what do you call it? They definitely had, they were holding the angles right, and they had crossfires set up. But the problem was they were getting traded out, and there was nobody playing for the post plant. Ginny wasn't playing for the post plant like he normally was over in A main. He was always playing under in hell in the A site, or he was playing up close and personal, trying to take frags, which was he was getting frags, right? But he was getting traded out instantly. And so that I think was crucial, because his stall utility, his lineups and mollies could have won them rounds, but instead couldn't get anything done out of them.
I gotta also say another thing. Zax is trying his absolute best to make it so much room for Copium, and it's just not really. I don't think his team is ready for it. It's not able to capitalize it, I guess you could say. And we also saw Bob. Bob is doing okay, but now I feel like he's struggling during this map. The whole time I haven't been able to see him, you know, getting picks as much as often as usual. Because like maybe that could have also affected so many things as well. And yeah, and Eclipse is struggling to play around with his teammate, and he's trying to create room too. I gotta say, it's just not really working out. And individually, gotta say, Copium is just not looking so hot during this whole thing, you know. Because like I think they're overreacting. Could also be the fact that their information could be lacking. But it's just I find it hard to believe to be so. I find it hard to believe so.
Yeah, I suppose
it was pretty much a devastating match to watch, honestly. We didn't expect it to go a swing that way exactly, but it did nonetheless. You guys said it yourself during the whole game. It was Lin and JJ just straight up carrying the whole of CBT that match. They had some really nice moments for themselves, and really clutch moments too. We like even moments where I was like, what? Hello? Anyone still there? And like, I'm not sure what was happening inside of Copium there. But nonetheless, CBT came on top in that game, and that means that we're going to the game 3 of this series. And we'll see how that one turns out, because now this match or this series is anyone's game again.
Actually,
Yep.
I mean,
Well, oh, excuse me. Don't worry.
yeah,
Red, you can.
sorry, just to remind the viewers, Copium has to win one map to win the series, right? So if they win this map, they win the finals. But if CBT take this map, then they have to win another series again. And I mean, I'll say that the momentum will probably have shifted in their favor at that point. So I think that CBT, if they can take this map, are looking in much better shape to win the finals.
Yeah, well, they're starting to warm up very much slowly. You can see that Lin is also pretty much on fire. JJ is pretty much picking up the pace. I know IMEC is kind of slacking a little bit, but he will have to play it a little differently. We know that he's pretty much getting countered by Copium, and Copium is kinda needs to figure something out. We know that they paused a little bit, and they're trying to figure something out. And I think it's just Lin in the picture just creates such a danger for Copium.
Yeah, exactly. It's the post plants though that Copium need to work on, right? Because they get their sight every time that they were on the attacking side. They had the sight. They had the man advantage. They had all the advantages in the world. They had two man that should have allowed them to trade effectively, or at least play back in A main or B main, and wait for them to come to you. But instead, they were sitting and waiting, right? But they were sitting and waiting in one and done angles that allowed Copium to take 50-50, CBT, excuse me, to take 50-50 fights. And JJ and Lin were just hitting their shots. You can't win. You're not going to win a 50-50 fight if you're not hitting your shots. And so, if you're playing with those advantages, you've got to step up, and you got to. Oh, I like that. You see that updraft from Sax, double updraft, creates some space, and they still lose the round.
Yeah, and someone it still just catches one person off guard, and I don't know, it's still not enough. It's still really not enough.
I mean, yeah, I think we gotta mention as well. Ginny, yes, should have been playing post plant utility as well. I mean, look at this, and just absolutely tearing off heads right now, and then JJ with the follow. But still, you can't not have a killjoy, or you can't have a killjoy and not be playing post plant lineups with your molly, right? And we've seen Ginny do that. We know that Ginny is good at that. So I think that they got a little overconfident, a little cocky in the end.
Yeah.
That cost them the series. That cost them the map, excuse me,
Yeah.
not the series.
I totally agree with you, man. I totally agree with you, Red Hulk. It's just like I think the change of pace was too much, too drastical, and that it might have affected their team play and a little bit of their mindset. And their pretty much the strategy is also going to be different too, because we know if you're going to be playing a certain strategy, you got to have it pretty much like smoothly. It has to be smoothly. And I feel like it was some drastic change too much, and it created chaos for the whole team.
Yeah, I must say I did see a complete difference in the way that Copium was playing this match. As you said before, like he plays as Killjoy, which means you have to play the post plan lineup. But we know that Ginny has these lineups. He knows exactly where they are. He knows how to utilize them, but he did not use them at all in this game. He was constantly playing on site or near site, but in a way that he was still in like the action. He would still get himself picked off at the end, and that lost him so many rounds. Like, they won 2 rounds, the first 2 rounds. We know about CBT that once it's in the pistol rounds that they really pretty much have the lower hand. That even is a thing. But we know that pistols and CBT don't go together. We don't like that. But once they start getting to those gun rounds, CBT is able to show some force and able to make it a hard time for Copium, as they have in this game, by losing the first 2 rounds but winning 7 right after it, straight up. Actually 9 there was at some point. We went to a 9-3. Yeah, they won 9 straight matches rounds back to back, which was quite frankly weird to see. Copium just was not getting the head above water. Period.
Yeah, Copium is just not getting closer with the scorer level as well. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're losing chances every single time because of that. And I think it's also another thing. CBT has such an immense pressure. It created them, and they have to make it. And I think that's might have locked some inner limitations from them as well.
Yeah.
And I guess I think if you're Copium here, you gotta mentally reset, right? You gotta figure out what to do next, because if you're not feeling, I mean, Yes, I think actually that's the first map that Copium have lost all tournament, and that they've got to be feeling the sting after that. So, I mean, I think good right now to talk things over with your coach. Take a little bit of time, and just make sure that your mental is in the game, because their strats were on point, right? Post plans, their pre plans, their executes were amazing. Their post plans were just the thing that was lacking. So if they can get their mental in the game, they get their trades right, and they get their post plans, they start communicating with their team and playing the post plans right, they should be able to take this map again.
Yeah. I will say though that Eclipse is adapting a lot, adapting in a way that I don't think he's playing his best agent, but he's just trying to help his team what weaknesses they have in Sword, you know, and that's exactly why Eclipse is doing playing a certain way, and I think that's also another big factor, and that's why Bob is also not having much success while he's doing his thing. I think they have maybe figure it out, but I still think Bob is still playing his really well, just not getting opportunities, just really not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, what we should probably say about this upcoming round is that it is once again Copium's choice of map, because they did lose the last one, so they do have to make a choice here in which they play on a map that they are actually comfortable with, and it looks like it's gonna be Haven.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've seen them play on this map before. I think we've seen this exact combination on that map before, I believe, if not.
Yeah, and we see that Jenny is going to play something aggressive. Maybe we'll see his Phoenix again.
Yes, I want to see that Phoenix, because he had huge impact on that Phoenix. Big entry frags, a lot of solo push-ups on the defensive side. I think that he's going to do a good job. And I mean, yeah, we talked about him not playing to the Killjoy strength, which is the lineups and post plant, the mollies, right? But I mean, if he's the Phoenix, he doesn't have to do that. He can play as aggro as he wants. And I think right now he's looking to close it out. He's feeling real aggro. He's feeling he wants to get it done.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's enough for him. You know, he's like, okay, I've been playing around a little bit. I think it's now time for me to take it seriously.
Alright.
I mean,
yeah, we're definitely going to see what's going to happen in the next coming match. We're almost ready there at that point, but before we do get to that point, however, we're going to go ahead and run some ads real quick. We'll be right back with you guys.
Alright, BRB boys.
don't go anywhere.
Ja, je moeder is niet thuis, nou? Nee, ze is er niet. Oh, ik dacht dat ze thuis was. Is goed. Zeg dat ik was geweest, hoor. En tagging aan een vergeten offer voor jou. Wat is dat? Toets sterretje 100 hekje, dat is je optie 4. Of doe het via de MyDigital app. Ik ben weg. Wie voor dat heeft nog meer informatie nog? Met dat toets sterretje 100 hekje, dat is je optie 4. Zo'n informatie van Moro. Baika? Je moet direct kijken, no? Nee, zoek het in de MyDigital app.
Welcome back. We are live again, and we're going to be jumping into Haven here on the third map of this first best of 3.
Yeah, well, it's gonna look pretty much close to close. I'm telling you, these teams are neck to neck with each other. They are, I think, we know that still. I know that the Copium is still gonna be still be doing okay, even if they lose this round. It's really hard, and I think that's why CPT is trying absolutely everything they can, just trying to make it to the top. You can see that they have some failures now and then. There's your mistakes. I don't know if Scorpio is gonna capitalize that as well, but but damn, like CBT is trying so hard, and I gotta give it props to them.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we
Select
talked
your
about it
agent.
before, but this is definitely a match of it's a match of aim versus brain, you know, and we saw it. Copium outreading CBT on the first map on Fracture, but I mean on Ascent, it was a completely different story. You have Copium. Definitely, sure, still outreading them, perfect XX. But then once they got on the site, it was all the individual duels, and that's where CBT started coming up clutch. And
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna see Lin was on the Killjoy last time, and we're gonna see Lin on the Killjoy again this time. So I'm excited. I think that Lin, I think, has started to find her groove a little bit. And if things go well for them here at the start, I think that that CBT have a really good chance of taking this, especially because we have Ginny on the KO now, not the Phoenix.
Yeah, and I honestly think Lin is really comfortable with Killjoy, so much so that it impacted so much during the previous round.
Exactly. Right, and I mean, you've got CBT on the attacking side, and their attacking sides looked a little lackluster on Fracture. Give up a couple more rounds even on on Ascent. But I kind of like what we're seeing here. We're gonna have a lot more. We'll have the Fade set up now, so that means that could be playing a little bit slower behind JJ's Hunt and Prowler Util just to get info, which is crucial, especially because you got 3 sites on this, and you want to make sure that when you're taking the sites, that you have info.
That's a start I cannot believe them in.
It's gonna be tough otherwise.
Yeah. Well, we see that pretty much first exchange is happening to C.
Ginny takes first blood on the Eclipse with another one on Diam easy. But
Oh, Eclipse is just bouncing around. He doesn't know where the location, where he needs to back off. He's just really just buying enough time.
the 4v3.
Oh,
I don't
Zax
know,
does have a
man.
nice flag though. Yo, let's already. Yep.
Blink. Take this.
Now they know someone is flanking.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, JJ's all stunned up right now. Excuse me, Nathan is all stunned up, and first round on the board for Copium. So
Yeah.
what is it right now? 5-0 in pistol for Copium?
I'm telling you, I have been telling you, Red Hulk. Their pistol is not the greatest. Like they have lost to multiple teams, even in the round robins. Their pistol is not the greatest, and I think they have to practice that. And I know I do know. When they get the Phantoms or Vandals, maybe the Vandals, they're really good with the Vandals. I can tell you that. I can assure you that. And that's only the only time that they would pretty much be online.
I mean, yeah, CBT I think CBT need to work on that if they want to take this series here. But I mean, so far, that after last map, it's looking good for them. So let's not count punches yet.
Yeah.
They're suppressed.
Ooh, that's really nice from Jenny though. Jenny did get spotted 3 people. That pretty much has an idea where they could be, and they're pretty much gonna play around the A side. Wait. Oh, Zax is so. What is his position? How is he? Oh wait, that's really bad. Oh my God, gets 2.
Spike down A.
This is like that as well.
Wow, the Prowler gets shut down. 1 shot. Oh, 2, 3. Where's? Oh wait, Bob is in the line now. Oh, what a shot by JJ.
2v2.
Eclipse.
And I mean,
Wait, Eclipse has a singer.
yeah.
What are these locations? They
Where
have
are
the
you?
fantastic setups by Copium, man.
I don't think they're going to be ready for the short push though.
I have no idea. They have no idea.
Look, Eclipse has perfect timing here.
Last player
Oh my
standing.
god.
Spike down A.
Wait, they don't know about Jenny though. They don't know about Jenny. Look at Jenny. He's so focused on sewers now.
Pulling them in.
He's playing to his strengths. He's playing up close to the shotgun. Take it.
Oh, the timing. Oh.
Yeah, close round for them. Close shave on their eco round, anti-eco round, excuse me. But they still.
This is the thing I was talking about Zach though. Zach's always showing us some strange things that surprises CBT. And CBT was so not ready for it. You see that IMB, she's speaking out, walking there. They didn't expect someone to be there. At all.
Dude loves the shotguns, man. What can I say? He loves the shotguns.
Yeah, and we don't want to bring up the Bucky incident. That Bucky incident was terrible.
Oh god, on a set, that was brutal. But
Yeah.
he's got a judge here, so.
Oh, Eclipse going for Jiggle Peak.
Gotta go.
Oh, he's still rocking the judge though. Zach is still rocking the judge. He's gonna still, yeah, he's committing to playing close. Oh no, daytime. Oh, Bob!
Spike down mid.
Okay.
Beautiful first shot, but it's a nice instant trade for J. Cool. Quiet across the map.
Yeah, they have a trade 1v1, so pretty much same man-to-man advantage for both teams.
Like this from Ginny though. Taking info, taking aggression over wards mid, and they should know though that there's nobody mid. They're actually stacking the C site because of the presence that I Am Easy and JJ have made.
Oh, this is a great. They have made great choices here. This is the first time I've seen them make choices like this. Usually they would commit, and that competes Copium. They were like, where are they? Where are they? Look at how scattered they are. They have no idea. It's so clean for them. Only Shroom been able to read it.
But there's no one here. They can't stop the plan.
Oh, that's gonna make a big disadvantage for Copium.
30
so
seconds
much.
left. Take this. Spike planted.
I mean, Copium can cope with this because they're on the low buy weapons. Not like they're losing much.
Last
But,
player
I mean-
standing.
Oh, 3 people. 3 people getting down. Oh, it's all up to Eclipse, man. He does have the Spectre. I don't think that's gonna be too much. They have the gun advantage. Yeah, IMBC does win the trade because of that.
And beautiful rotate there from them as well. The early mid presence, and then the info regain from Copium, and then the presence made over by C. Definitely a good bait. And I mean, we talked about CBT needing to have some strats. I like that mid round.
Yeah. That's the first time we have ever recorded that they're changing something, and that completely throws off Copium.
I think if we're gonna see more of this, right? And this buy is gonna be coming in for Copium. But if we see more of this, CBT should.
Oh, Ginny!
And speaking of taking things, I Am Easy just takes Ginny's head off. My goodness.
I think Ginny had made a mistake doing it too much, and they've read it.
Exactly. And he was doing it alone as well. Teamplay is definitely not there for Copium right now.
Oh, they're giving so much room for CBT. What is this? I think this could be a really drastic mistake.
My god, yeah. I mean, this looks like an absolute collapse onto the C site here in a second. They're just
They
walking.
don't have no idea. Eclipse is Oh, they don't know!
Last player standing.
Yeah, I mean,
Trade after trade, man.
it all comes up CBT.
Spike planted.
Man, Bob has the op. I don't think it's gonna be good. He has to save it. It costs too much and it's too crucial. He has no idea where they are.
Yeah, and I mean, we love Bob Dopping, right? We've seen how
Yeah.
good he is with the op and his first bloods, his first picks, and his positioning. But I mean, fantastic read there by CBT. And also, it's gonna be harder to op here in Haven because he's got 3 sites, right? So he's got to rotate around a lot. He's got to be very mobile, which isn't his playstyle. He loves to go for early picks and then anchor down a site afterwards.
Yeah, and he positioned them well where he's able to another follow-up shot because of that too.
Exactly. Oh, Nathan is looking for him here.
Oh, Bob is ready for it. I think Bob is pretty much. Oh, you don't have no idea. No.
Oh, wait, he can get backstabbed by JJ.
Oh no! What the timing? The timing absolutely saves this Bob there, man. Saves Bob's with the op. God just gave him another chance. God just gave him another chance.
I mean, we gotta see now. He's gotta put that off to good use here because if he doesn't, that saved op will have been for nothing. Oh, this is... I like this from Scopium. Look at this. They're making a hard read over towards the A side where CBT are in fact going. And Bob can go for an early pick.
Oh! It could have been a... Yeah, it could have been a really fantastic lineup, but it just a collab, you know, it would have been a fantastic collab. It just didn't happen for him. Even though he read it properly, it just didn't really happen. Could that pretty much... I don't know if that's gonna put CBT pretty much scared for the round, but it doesn't look like it is. They could continue to push.
They're not afraid. And I mean, look at the A side in the meantime, and Shroom gets one, but that's all that he can get. It's a 4v2 now, 4v3.
What a fantastic ultimate from from J.Cool though. J.Cool pretty much reading it. It shuts down Bob. It's... Ginny has... Will he beat... What?
On the bullets though. Can't follow the bullet.
No, he's gonna get chased! Oh man. If he got that, that would be insane.
They've even things out now. It's a 2v2
Last
though.
player
Not
standing.
looking.
One enemy remaining.
And Lin with the spray. Bob knows their position now. I mean, Bob can just run her down, but Lin is just gonna decide to play post plant instead. So Bob has to push. It's all on Bob.
Bob!
Lin with another clutch. Huge round from her, and that she picks up the op too.
Yeah, Lin is so patient too. We can see that she's not like any other teammates that's pretty much playing aggression. She knows where she needs to be decisive, and she can deceive the enemy as well because of that.
Really smart plays from Lin right now. I love that she's playing the post plant utility, and that she's playing the killjoy to her strengths right now. Definitely very comfortable.
Yeah, very comfortable. And we can see that the full strength if she's be able to use it, unlike she was playing Sage, because Sage was just so difficult for her. I think that the adjustments was just not correct and not aligning for them.
They're suppressed.
And I mean, I like this from Opium. They're going for a half buy here, which they should be ready for. And oh, the push from Eclipse!
Oh, Eclipse! How are you alive?
I mean, in the meantime, Ginny, Eclipse with the perfect distraction. Distracts them long enough for Ginny to get the pick over in mid on Natesan.
They have an idea now where they pretty much all be playing, and they're playing all mid. Oh, J.Cool, Bob, how in the world? Oh, Bob overextended. Yeah, oh, Bob overextended. That was unusual for Bob though, but he is, look, they're gonna have some changes, and Bob is looking to change.
Copium are in the right position though, look at this. They've got 3 members
Oh
here.
no, the flashes!
One enemy remaining. Spike down
The
B.
follow-up was so synchronized with Ginny and Shroom there. And just left and right, they may even get 2. And now they know where J.Cool is. They have an idea. They have the spike. All they need to do is wait. All they need to do is wait.
This is looking much better there from Copium. I love that synchronized push. The teamwork coming out.
Look at Zax. Look at Zax. And Zax. Oh no!
30 seconds left.
Oh, how is he alive?
I'm out of here.
Not for long. But and they do cut the off back. That's nice.
J.Cool almost gave me a heart attack. If he landed that shot on Zax, that would have been it. That would have been it. I would have lost my mind.
Dude, if he lands that shot,
I mean, he reacted it. He reacted properly though. He did react it. It's just the fact that it didn't. The game restoration didn't really work out because he jumped. You know.
There.
Exactly. And I mean, speaking of restoring things, it looks like Copium have restored their economy a little bit. It's a they've got guns back in their hands.
Get out of my way.
Jenny didn't buy armor. Jenny did not buy armor, and he's going for an early mid push here.
Oh,
So,
he
I
knows.
guess
Yeah, I think that's.
to negate that.
There.
I
Oh
love
wait, this is.
I love this. Nathan's not ready.
Oh, they have no idea.
But I mean, on the other
Oh,
side, it's
Eclipse! What are you doing?
JJ.
What is this?
Awkward as hell. And, I mean,
Oh my god.
right now, he's got to get some picks. Might get shut down by the night here. Oh, they spotted double ops.
Just the shots not landing. It's so unfortunate.
They slotted the double ops and they are bailing. CBT said, nope, we are out.
Like, nope, we're not looking to do that. That is not us. We're not taking that. And it instantly rotated. Look at that rotation. So fast that CBT is not rotating at all. I think, yeah, they should have expected it. But Bob is running for his life to get it. I don't know if that's going to be the same situation where the heaven's going to be blocked and he's unable to do his thing. But we see that Lin is... What a reaction.
Spike planted.
Oh! The
Oh, goodbye, Shrew. Turret kill for Lin.
Zach's got the chain. It's all up to Ginny. I think Ginny's gonna bait it though.
Of this, I mean, this has stalled so much time. The double ult combo from CBT, beautiful. The turret gives away his position as well. And Lynn has the post plant. Lynn has the mollies for the post plant, so she can just stall this as long as she wants. So this should be an unwinnable round for Kobe.
Last player standing.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nate
sure.
Sun gets a nice pick.
Enemy
But
remaining.
yeah, nice follow by Zax. I think Zax's gonna have to save the op. There's no time. Just not enough.
Again, Lenny with the impact. Just doesn't even have to get a kill the round. Literally just lives, and she wins the round based off of that.
Yeah, just take your sweet time. Just so nice. Really nice.
I love that though. CBT hear the double ops. They hear the ops of Sax and Bob ring out. They don't get picks, and they're like, nope. We're going the opposite direction of the map. We're sprinting the other way. Oh.
And I just think Copium should have expected it, and they should have probably let both operators play at opposite side instead of playing there.
I mean, I like this. The mid rounding from CBT has been better. JJ dropping his gun. All right,
What is that?
he's trying to bait out the shot.
Oh, does that really work out?
I don't think so, but you know.
Clips again with the stinger, man. What is this guy doing? I know he reads the patch notes, but now he's alone.
He likes the stinger, but I mean, he's not ready for it. Ginny missed the timing. Nate's son is in the window and he's not
Spike
ready for
planted.
it.
Last player
Oh, the
standing.
timing!
Yeah, it's a 1v4 now. Bob has his signature weapon, but I mean, surely there's no way he wins this, right? 69 HP.
He has to save.
Teleport's ready.
Again, this is just not looking good. This is not looking favorable for Copium at all. I think they know where he is, so they're gonna chase him. Pretty much all of them are gonna chase him down, and it looks like that's gonna be the process.
Oh, he's running for the hills, man. And I mean, he's getting
Oh
out.
no, he knows. Look at this. Every single and all of his CBT. What a shot by I am easy.
No op for you.
He doesn't fear the man. He doesn't fear Bob at all.
Yeah, and I am Easy's resurgence has been definitely something to talk about here. Lynn's winning the post plant round, but I am Easy is 11-6 right now and has had a lot of first bloods and a lot of entry space. Copium are unable to deal with him right now, and he didn't have the best game on his set, right? But he didn't know he had the best game. And right now he's stepping up when they need him most. So that I think that this should be this is looking like a CBT leaning map.
It looks like this map creates so much room for IMEC, and IMEC has been able to play at his comfort zone as much as possible, even pushing through just to put. When we saw Bob was trying to save his operator, he doesn't care. He dashes through, even making sound, and that's supposed to give an indicator for Bob. But no, he doesn't. He is ready. What a nice click by him as well. And then yeah, that's gonna secure him the round. What the timing that was, and Ginny was there.
There's a hard read right now. There's a big stack towards B by Copium, and I mean they're kind of in the right position, but without any info and without the lack of guns here from Copium, I think it's definitely gonna come back to bite them in the butt.
Yeah, they do have two sheriffs, three sheriffs, and one stinger and one marshal. So it needs to come out. Oh, the smokes. Oh, what is the timing? Bob had to back off because he knew that Ash was going to set up for Ash was too much.
Bring them down.
Should get revealed twice, and then Prowler. Yeah, this.
Spike planted.
I mean, with the backstab
Last
as well.
player
He's a
standing.
nose. He's a nose. I don't know if Copium is looking to maybe have a breather at some point, since it's just pretty much 3 rounds. Yeah, and I was like, I called it. I knew it. I told you. I read their mind. They had to have a breather. They gotta have a talk with their, their coach. We have talked about the crucial stuff of coach and how much impact and it changes the flow of the game.
And speaking as former coach here, not to brag or anything, but I was once a coach of a team who has won one tournament, one highly little tournament. But I mean, speaking as a coach, the impact here that Copium's coach can have is that he needs to calm them down, because CBT are outreading them right now, and Copium are making massive over rotations.
Yeah.
if you notice, they keep getting outread in the mid round because they rotate early to a site, and then everybody somehow stacks. So the Copium coach needs to tell them, hey, you're doing this is okay. This is still a winnable scoreline. You just need to stop over-rotating so much. Go for earlier plays, earlier aggression, and do it together. Because the teamwork you saw that round when what do you call that? The third round that Copium won. That B push that they collapsed onto. Perfect teamwork, perfect synchronization. The flashes. They need more of that right now. They need to start making more set plays with their team rather than going for individual fights and rather than over-rotating.
And yeah, I think Copium is just overwhelmed with decisions after all, since they just the unexpectedness of CBT doing certain things like that, it just throws off Copium and pretty much catches them off guard. And I think the coaches have to tell them like, okay, listen, I need you to calm down. I need you guys to think straight, and you guys got this, you know?
Exactly. We're gonna have another buy here from Copium, and they need to win this round if they want to get back into the game. Otherwise, this could snowball real fast. They have some presence over towards mid, which is where CBT are leaning again. And I mean, I think it looks like Copium are making a hard lead that CBT want to go for a double grass push again. But in fact, they are leaning towards B with this. Look at this. Lin has just walked up onto site right now. And they have no info on this.
Blinded.
I think that's also. Oh wait, Shroom crosses through.
Risky. It is an all-out brawl right now. My God, I mean, easy gets one in the chaos, sacks him down, and Shroom gets stunned up as well. Ginny traded out, and Bob is here with
Down mid.
It's a 2v2.
Last player standing.
Everybody here
30
brawling on the
seconds
B
left.
side. I don't think that they're
enemy
ready though for
remaining.
Eclipse, and they're not. It's a 1v1. Nathan is back on the side, and Eclipse seems to know where he is.
Oh, Nathan takes it really smooth though. He's backing off. He knows that he got this. The spike is pretty much on the middle. He knows where. Oh, and that completely catches off.
Hey
on
people,
Nathan.
come
Nathan
on now.
doesn't know where his location is. And I love to see Eclipse show where he's able to control it. And that's gonna be a little bit of boost for their morale.
Yeah. Fantastic, and it saves their economy as well because they were looking
I
down
should
at
probably
dumps
play
after
some
that.
stars in the
But
astral plane.
again,
I should do.
teamwork, right? We talked about it. I think their coach just told them, work as a team, flash as a team. You can see that. They were swinging into the site together, flashing together, and they were sure they were getting traded out, but it still allowed Eclipse to get the space that they needed for that 1v2.
And I instantly know that why Copium was losing those certain rounds, because they were pushing, they were playing aggression, they were trying to mimic CBT's movement and see if they could counter it, but it's just not working. And look at that, Bob is online. He is back. He is back.
Bob is back, baby. He's ready. And I mean, look at this though. CBT are undeterred. They want to keep pushing because they know that Bob likes to TP far away. But what they don't know is that he repositions the
Face your fear!
I can't use that.
They're doing so much damage. Oh man, how?
Wow,
And the utilities being used is just wow.
A huge round from IMEZ to have. That swings the momentum heavily back in CBT's favor. And unless Eclipse and Ginny can do this, it should be a 7-4 score.
Yeah, well, we do know Ginny has been pretty much a miracle. It's always clutching certain rounds, and we're gonna see it. He's spinning. What is that flick? What is that flick, Ginny? Where did he get those things? He clears out pretty much the post plants.
And they got to swing
One
off of
enemy
this.
remaining.
Oh, Eclipse coming
Last
in there.
player standing.
That is a sick
Last
round
round
from
before the
Ginny,
switch.
and I am easy, but I mean, Lin and JJ. They were the two big names that we mentioned in the set. And JJ and Lin stepping up here again, the post plant for them. Incredible 1v2 to get, especially after the almost collapse. That's free transfer from Ginny? Wild.
I'm telling you, man, Ginny has time and time again. Every time he's in a stressful situation, it works. But just not this one particularly. But it's still somehow was so beautiful. And there we go. We see Bob is again. He is so good. He's coming back. He's slowly coming back. He just needs time, and I think time is all it needs.
But again, I mean, man advantage. They gotta win with this man advantage here. They do have.
Oh, Ginny is playing on off angle. Look at that. Ginny is so close in there. They don't know this. And if it goes down, as I am thinking it is. And it looks like that's gonna might be an option.
Here's the footsteps.
No, what is that flash? Why is teammate?
And he can get 2 here if he plays the trigger to suppress her.
And Flips is also there, so what is that pick? And yeah, instantly they back off, and Jenny has to pretty much sit there.
I mean, this is the correct read.
You want to find it?
Sax does have the bucket. Could this be it?
You think he's gonna go in?
I
Blinded.
think so. This is it. He's lying. He's scoring. Yeah, that's it. Oh my
player
god,
standing.
they're all expecting him to be coming out of there.
It's so awkward from him. But Lin's not ready. Lin's not ready.
Cancel.
Man, gets on pretty much they know where Lin is gonna be playing all the time. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Flash.
This is winnable.
Oh,
Said no. And it's a 4-8 half in favor of CBT. 1 round better from Copium.
Switching
You know, it's
sides.
not a 9-3. But still a big advantage here for CBT coming into the second half.
oh man, CPT is just surprising us. This is what I've been talking about. CPT has the time, they have the opportunity, they have the time to improve as well. So that's, I love to see their game sense and also improving it too. They know that it's not enough for mechanical plays, and they have shown us time and time again through these rounds and through these matches that yeah, they should make. It's not too like thingy. I know it's obvious in some sense, but it's just enough. It's enough. It really is enough.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, listen, I am easy as top fragging, right? But we also got to give credit. JJ has been using fantastic util usage to set his team up for the executes. He and Nathan have had really good combos with their util, and yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. Jenny just absolutely destroys the big filter smoke.
Yeah, I love the combination. This is a CBD combination. It's always gonna be I am easy with Nate-san. They're a great duo. With together, they play, they synergize well, they pick off each other, but they still play off each other. And we have that combination coming from JJ and Lin.
Hold it off.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, this is a 3v3 now. This is very much winnable, especially with Zax isolated like this. But
Oh, Frenzy, but just not enough bullets.
2v2 now ensues. I mean,
It is.
that could fall off of this.
Yeah, but they know how deadly Bob is with the headhunter.
Last player standing.
It just gets hot. Oh, they're sticking to it! Lin! Oh, the bot kills Eclipse too! Oh my god.
We gotta set up a bot tally because that's the 3rd kill that Lin's bot has gotten in the match.
And Lin also put her bot in the middle of this fight, so it also created an extra shield, a layer of protection in some sense. That was really nice.
I love that. And Lin, you can see Big Brain Lin right now, absolutely styling on them with her outplays.
And I love the commitment. Even if she went down, she should have brought it in half, and that's enough time for JJ. What? Man,
But hey, wait a second. That's CBT's first pistol round all series. Well, congrats.
yeah, they have what it takes. It seems like.
First round. And I mean, that gives them the advantage off of it. Unless Bob can rip it right back out of their hands. My god.
Man, how are you able to do it? I don't know if Shroom has the heal, so I think he's just waiting for a certain situation. And look at that, Bob! Stop! And what is that? Shroom just cancel it and pretty much trades right away. I love the communication. Oh, Zax is creating room.
I like this. I like this. This is a good post plan from CBT. Excuse me, from Copium. Lin isn't checking.
One enemy remaining.
No, the duos. Oh! They're struggling.
That is a big round for Bob to have. Those 2 headhunter kills open up the site, open up the round and open up the site. And I mean, good time for Bob to come alive. He is the one keeping them in this at the moment. He's got his first bloods of the off, now the headhunter. 12 and 12, only one positive on Copium's team.
And the aggression is showing. I love that Bob is playing more aggressive than usual. It's unusual to see him playing so aggressive. You usually take it pretty much chill, holds, anchors a certain location, and that catches off of CBT. And I think CBT has pretty much catch onto it, and then Bob has to play differently. And we see that here over and over again.
No. Oh, well, okay.
JJ, why would you play? Yeah, why would you be playing with a shorty, man? That is disgusting.
Lin gets one. And JJ gets a second. I mean, he does have a stinger, but Bob.
Oh, no, Bob! What?
Never mind.
Look at Zach's position though. Oh, he's not looking good. Oh, but he still escapes. 71 HP. What a flash.
This is getting
enemy
real
remaining.
awkward, but I mean, things even out. Copium and
Man, the Stinger is busted. I've never expected the Stinger to have such a comeback during the game.
oh my god, I mean, the stinger buff looks like it's benefiting Copium to some degree.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I've got enough
this
time
should
going
be
to the
where
Astro
things
Four.
turn around again because CBT, they've got the guns in their hands, and we know that they've always got a chance as long as they've got these guns in their hands.
It's always gonna be like that. Like I said, TBT, once they get your guns, you're pretty much comfortable as they're gonna get.
Exactly. Oh, it looks like Bob wants to play. I mean, he's gonna take an early duel here with Iron Easy, but
They're all scared. They're all scared. Look at that. They're all backing off. They know. And Zach is gonna take advantage of that. He's gonna create slowly room. They know that they're by like garage, and some fights are exchanging some fire going around. Nathan is gonna get it.
Spike down. C.
Bob.
Oh, Bob. He flashes too. Another flash goes through. He even flashes himself. Oh my god, Zach's power, man. And again, you see the duos. Oh, what is that flick?
Spike planted.
That adjustment.
One enemy remaining.
And the adjustments.
You've seen the cheeky clutch, but Sax says no.
Go, go, go.
Kill for him, opening up the site. And he and Bob, big impact on that round. An ace between the two of them, actually. All 5 kills.
Copium is slowly racking up the scores, coming closer to pretty much the CVT. And Bob is changing a lot, changing so much. And I think CVT is struggling a little bit to read Bob. They were
Yeah.
pretty much, they were having a good impact on Bob, but now Bob is coming back slowly.
Yeah, you were
I've
right.
got
His
your
aggro
trail.
play style is definitely back here. He's getting a lot more opening picks, a lot more trades because he's playing so aggro. I love it. Nice hunt. But I mean, that's a nice kill too
I'm
from
outta
Sax. That's out of there. That's out of touch media.
Yeah, man, Copium is playing so like I don't know if it's default, but with aggression.
Oh, here we go. Entry under the B side. Ready for Lin.
Get your girl
They're
down.
not. Oh, Sax is behind Lin.
Oh, the timing!
Time.
Oh, he gets
Oh.
one though.
I mean, in the meantime, J. Cool has gotten one on the
One
backstab.
enemy
And
remaining.
Eclipse takes him out, but I think they know where JJ is as well, so this should
They
be.
have an idea. They have an idea. They gotta make choices, and it's gonna be quick and swift. And yeah, they know it. Copium knows. And where's Bob going? I'm actually confused. Oh, he's gonna
planted.
play around long. Yeah, he's gonna play long, and that's gonna be it. There's no way. There's no way.
This should be an extremely difficult round.
JJ is gonna have extremely difficult unless he uses all of his utility. He has his hound, he has his brawlers, he has everything pretty much except his eyes now. But yes, he does have his ultimate. He just needs to know where exactly the spike is planted, and he knows. And I think that's it.
Catch them.
And then, yeah, Eclipse will even pull first just to make sure. So they know that he can't be on the
One
right right
enemy
now.
remaining.
Eclipse beats! But Bob was there for the trade. Nice shot from him. And Bob is stepping up on the attack right now, man. How's he doing this with the op?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It just all comes down to experience. He's pretty much been messing around, experimenting, going with the flow, and I think he has found pretty much the perfect match right now. Going with it, and continue to do more success than we expect.
Uh-oh. I mean, look at this. Sax has his Bucky out, and I think that means that he's gonna be running and gunning with his ult.
Yeah.
Cover, but
Yeah, we also see. Yeah, and yeah, the Chidori in some sense, right? We call it that. I would call it that since just we also has a buff. Now we can headshot, so the potential is.
You want to find it?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, JJ!
Shocking.
On the wall, seize.
Shocking.
Perfect spot.
Spike down A.
Oh my god!
Get lost.
Look at that!
Beautiful patience, and it pays off now in a 4v2. A side's gone because of that space created by the double ult. Cope, I mean,
And Eclipse.
they've had fantastic double usage, right?
I must say though, Eclipse saves Zax in that crucial moment. And yeah, and Zax comes on top. And I think CBT was so focused on Zax in some sense, and that they were not focusing on the bigger picture.
Last player standing.
Alright.
Shot. Oh man, Zax is really feeling it. Getting hash shot through the wall. And yeah,
I mean,
clears it up.
that triple kill. That ties the score up right now. We're at the 9-9 scoreline, and this was an 8-4 half.
Looks like CPT is gonna have a little bit of pause here, and they kind of have to have the same scenario where's Copium is gonna have, and I think they're trying to figure out what's happening, and I'm not sure who their in-game leader is, and they're gonna have to talk about it.
I mean, that's 5 rounds in a row for CBT. And
yeah,
for Copium, that I want to say that it's primarily off of Bob and Sax and multi-frags because they've been hitting some shots, right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
Eclipse, Mini, and Shroom have had good usual usage. Their XX have been really good, and so that's been getting them to site. And now the thing that we talked about in their last match on Ascent, the post plants. The post plants for Copium are much better this attacking half. They're so much better. They're playing the trades. They're not taking the 1v1s anymore as much, and they're playing off of the util, which it's definitely going to. I mean, it should be winning you rounds.
Yeah, they have stopped the 50-50. They know, okay, their coach said it. They have had the pause. They had a room to breathe. They have a little bit of boost of their morale as well. So that's why I think Copium has completely changed their playstyle, and that's why CPT is struggling to see that. And I think this is gonna be the big point. If CPT doesn't figure it out, it's gonna be it.
Yeah, and I think CBT here, yes, they're on the light vibe. I think they have to take some risks. They definitely have to get up in the faces of Copium, because otherwise Copium will just exec all over their side.
Bobcat, I am easy. Wow, how in the world does it happen? Aku gets Jenny.
I mean, look at this. Everybody is falling in garage right now. This is a fight in garage. They want their parking space, man. And nobody's really getting it, but it's a free season.
Oh.
Ahead.
Oh, what are the timings? Why did he jump? Why did he jump? Nathan jumped.
He jumped, and that cost them the round. I mean,
I think he had some sort of a panic or something. That could be it.
This isn't Monopoly, man. No free parking today for CBT.
Oh, the garage was such a roller coaster, fiesta. You know, it was just a party down there. Honestly, it could have been both teams, but it just came on top for Copium, man.
Yeah, I mean, they brought the party even without a raise in the comp. That's something special.
Yeah. Party time could have been great if Raze was there, man.
Marked one.
I mean, look at this. Knives exchanged right now. Some good info used.
Blocking
And I think that Copium just want to explode right off of this. They are
Yeah,
running
dude.
and CBT are all too willing to give it to them.
They're gonna do retake. It's pretty much settled. They're gonna wait for the whole team, and they're gonna wait for that.
I think they're gonna go for the double ult again. They're gonna go for Lin and Nate Sun's double ult so that they can retake. And there we go.
Yeah, you are correct. That's pretty much gonna happen, as you predicted. They're slowly walking through. Nate Sun is gonna walk first, and it's gonna get picked. Gets two. How would that happen, Zax?
Oh, but wait, Ginny's gonna get the pain.
Oh, yeah.
And look, there's no one there playing it because Sax can't map. And it's a trace back and forth all over the map. Ginny gets two, and Sax
The suck on Eclipse, man. It was really nice, and it's coming through. And pretty much CBT is steamrolling now. They haven't been able to lose a single round, and just pretty much CBT is struggling to figure it out. And they're doing everything at their best, but now the economy is pretty much ruined, and I don't think they're gonna be able to win this round. It's gonna be just more stress and more build-up.
Yeah, this is 6 rounds in a row for Copium. They looked like they were struggling on that defending half, but I mean, they have had an absolute resurgence here on the Copium side, on the attack side. And I want to say Bob and Sax, shout out to them. They've been fragging like crazy to bring this back.
Yeah, I understood why they wanted to give so much stuff away, and they wanted to, but just too much was just given, and yeah, I'm very hard to say. It's just very hard to retake unless you have someone flanking, and Ginny was backing, pretty much holding the flank, and I think they're gonna do the same. No, why would they? understand why he's doing this. And Zax just completely, look at that, he plays off angles, weird locations, and he's gonna get more and more, creating more room.
But I mean, again, look at this. Eclipse is playing post. This is the change that Copium needed, and I think it should net them around here again, based off of the Yuto. We'll see.
Look at that, Nate-san knows this. Now he's playing pretty much like the flank, and now Eclipse is pretty much ready. Will he be able to respond? Jin, he's Jin, but I don't think he expects Jin. Eclipse
Player
does.
standing.
I mean,
It's all up to Lin.
full blind, gun in her
Oh,
hand,
Lin, nice shot.
but it's unwinnable now. There's no way that she can win this. 8 HP.
Yeah, the
and-
time. No time. Truly no time. It's really unfortunate to see that CBT have to put in this situation.
That is a 12th round on the board for Copium. From a 4-8 scoreline, the score
Match
is now
point.
12-9. 8 in a row.
Yeah, but we still see that CBT is still struggling to have to buy, and now they're forced to even buy without even having enough, like just enough money.
Placing sentry.
It is just not gonna go through. I really don't see
Alarm bot
a
out.
potential here.
Placing swarm
It's
grenade.
just not. I don't
Placing
think it's gonna
swarm
happen.
grenade.
I mean, Bob and
Placing
Sax.
swarm
Bob's
grenade.
early picks, Bob's first kills have been insanely impactful. But again, it's also the collapse because CBT are happy to play retake, but Copium are happy to let them because they're just winning it out based on playing the time.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit awkward here.
But they're taking their time. They know they got it in the back. They just need to play a little bit slow. That's why CBT is taking their time. That might have confused them. Oh, Sax is just going through.
But he's got.
Oh, Lin! Oh! Has the
There.
communication not gone forward? I'm no confused. Why would Lin just push by herself?
I think this might be the end. I mean, look at the
You are
positioning.
divided.
Oh no. Oh.
Trade instantly. 3v4 still, and Bob is in the window.
I am easy.
One
I am
enemy
easy.
remaining.
Damn.
Blinded.
Oh, JJ. Oh, what a nice headshot.
There's no time though, right? There's surely no
Where
time.
take
You
them?
can invest everything. The bot can just play the time.
Mark
It's over. It's
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
Team Ace.
Well,
Attackers win.
Yeah, congratulations, Copium. They have won. They have been undefeated, and pretty much that's gonna be it. They're gonna pretty much get the title, winning the finals as well. And it's so unfortunate to see that CBT is not being able to make it. We love to see their rounds. They showed us so much potential, but it's just not enough. They haven't been able. The experience was just not enough, and we see that the more experience and the more knowledgeable on Copium side, they show us they changed so much. The pause, that pause changed the game. That was it.
That brought back. They were mentally ready for it again. I mean,
Yeah.
Copium, that is congrats to Copium, man. They will take the finals 2-1, and that is a massive win for them. I mean, it looked like they had the momentum coming back from Ascent. I don't think they were ready for the Copium resurgence on the attacking side. That was fantastic.
Yeah, like, I'm here though. I'm sitting here. I'm watching the game, and I just saw that Copium just needed that halftime to come. They just needed everything to go back to normal, back to the start, and rebuild from that point. And they showed. They lost that first round, but they went straight on, winning 9 rounds back to back. With like it looked like it was effortless. It went so fast. Bob started switching around, and so did Sax. And these two guys were just controlling the whole map basically at one point, and that was really nice to see. Really nice.
Yeah, the mental reset was just enough for Copium, and CVT was just not ready for it. CVT was struggling to be able to figure out the mental, and that's gonna be causing them just round because of that.
Yeah. And commiserations to CBT. They played a good game, especially after that first map. Things look dire, but I mean, they brought out a really crazy second map, especially Lin and JJ.
Yeah, I gotta give congratulations for both teams. They have been participating. They have struggled. They've gone through so much just to come to this point, and it's just, yeah. Well, you're gonna have to have one win. Well, next time maybe there is another potential, and we love to see it once again. There is always chances in the future. Don't ever give hope. And yeah.
Most definitely. I must say that Copium was able to keep on to their end. they were from coming from the bracket stage, they were able to make it their way all the way to the finals completely undefeated, and that will simply just be a status that will be given to them because they deserve it. And in the future tournaments, that's gonna be something that other people are gonna try to beat, so they must hold on to it.
But I mean, right now it looks like Copium, top team in Suriname.
Yeah, so indeed. Now, this was our first majors tournament, and it also had a really good prize pool in it. So this also means that Copium, however, will be the lucky team going home with that big prize pool of 12,500 US. Oh, no, sorry, SRD, not US dollars.
SRD.
Almost. That's a lot of money.
That would have been a banger right there. That would have been a banger.
Yeah, most definitely. Nah, I'm not gonna pay for my school. Yeah, well, we had a very long run all the way to this point. Rob, you were about to say something? Go ahead and say what you gotta say, my friend.
I just want to shout out Copium. Better put that money to good use, my man. I mean, we hope to see them again next time because that was a fantastic show for them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this will not be the last time we see from Copium, considering that their team itself, at least the players from the team, you have seen them before in previous tournaments as well. So I'm pretty sure that they will be coming back. They have changed some names every now and then, but it's still the same setup. It's still the same people. This time they had themselves a coach, and that coach definitely paid out.
Yeah, I gotta say they have created great opportunities for themselves, and that's gonna continue to do so. They're heading the right direction right now. If they're gonna continue to do, we're always gonna have to give them arms and welcoming them. So because we know that they shown us that they have they shown us what they're capable of, right?
Yeah.
And that's always gonna be welcome for the future of esports.
Most definitely. I looked at these matches, of course, obviously, and that first match was like a straight up Copium win, just 13-5. You know, there was no like none of us, like all the other matches before that were so close, but that one was like an obvious win for Copium. That one. The second map was a choice by CBT, and CBT was able to win that one flawless as well. I believe it was a 13-2 or 13-3, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a very same one, somewhat the same. Yeah, it was a high score difference. And then in the last match, they gave us a little bit of a scare. But as the halfway switched game, it was just a completely different game. It was a completely different game. I'm actually surprised to see how that went. Because something happened, something switched, and suddenly they went straight up 9 wins back to back.
Yeah, I noticed the switch right away since the pause, right? I've told you guys, I knew it instantly. I said it on stream as well, and I told you guys, they stopped playing 50-50. They stopped.
Exactly. They finally started working together as a team and trading out well. And Copium, yes, they played fantastically. Bob had 5 first kills and Sax had 4 first kills. 9 first kills between the two of them. That's a lot of man advantages that they were able to garner in the second half alone. But Bob, with the AWP, they were unable to stop him. Despite having all the flashes and all the util in the world, the problem was that CBT were taking dry fights when they know that Bob had the AWP.
Yeah.
And they should have been more careful.
Yeah, and I find it so awkward where's your situation where 2 oppers were at C, where you should have had 1 opper at opposite sides A and C, and that could have created a lot of pressure for CBT. But yeah, I also gotta give creds. CBT is slowly learning. It's taking slow, but you still gotta give it time to get it nourished, you know?
I mean, I like that we saw that's the first map we've seen taken off of Copium. So it's a big improvement from CBT here. And I mean, the other maps were close. I think that CBT definitely got to keep trying. Stick with the same lineup, stick with the same strats. You just got to improve a little bit more, and they'll get it. Because they were really close this time. They were really close every time around. And yeah, I think that they can go far in the future.
Yeah, I think a lot has to do with their mental and their also strategy base. If things they get that down, it's gonna be a different team. It's gonna be completely different CBT, and I would love to see it.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we've had some amazing games. We have had a long journey coming this way. We've been busy for almost about a month so far. And we've had Robert joining us on the second day, and we've had the ability to be accompanied by him as well since then. And we definitely have enjoyed him helping us with the stream as well. So I definitely want to say big props to for Rob, even though the time diff. That's a huge time diff. You're still able to be here with us, so thank you very much for that. A Skull Knight also go for you as well. Thank you once again for being in this tournament. We still have one more day tomorrow to go before we get to the end of this full league, which was a tournament for both Valorant and League of Legends, both Riot Games, and yeah, we had an amazing time so far. We got one more day to go, and then that will be the end of the complete tournament. And of course, not to forget, we need to thank no other than SportsMax and Coca-Cola coming in with the sponsors in order to be able to give away this big prize pool and have all of this happening tonight for you here on stream. And of course, not to forget, last but not least, thank you to all the players and all the viewers following us through this journey as Copium is able to get their win on this tournament. I think I've said my thanks. You guys anything else to say?
No, you said everything we needed to say, and yeah, pretty much congratulations to Copium, and we're always thankful for the opportunity given to us, and we love it. We love doing what we do.
Most definitely. Alright, boys, without further ado,
just thank you.
sorry, do you say anything? Yeah. You're welcome, my
This
friend.
was real fun.
Yeah, you're welcome, my friend. I hope you enjoyed the games as well. I do believe you did. If I were able to listen to how you were commentating and the excitement in your voice, I can definitely tell that you did enjoy watching these games being unfolded as well.
I'm excited to come here next time as well, because I mean, this rivalry, I think it's going to continue into the next tournament. So y'all got to stick around and watch for that.
Most definitely. Well, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching, and once again, stay cool, keep gaming, and just practice and come back hard next time. GG's.
Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. I love to see what you guys can come up with, and we'd love to see you guys next round. Alright, bye-bye. That's gonna be it for us.
Yeah, we're done.
Never really saw you coming until you turned me around. Used to think I was nothing, but look at this love we found. So give me your hand.